beat it, and then like the
Oh.
victory screen shows up, but then there's like a last like attack that you have to dodge.
Oh
and
wait,
then you
yeah, I think
have
that's the
to-
case.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Cuphead I didn't find too difficult, but
I want to play
Really?
those. Damn, you're a gamer.
well, see, the thing about it is that at the like
Can I have your
at
Wi-Fi?
the,
Their
at the
data
middle
doesn't
school I
work well.
went to,
Oh,
it was like in the electronics
Pretty
room.
fly for a
There was
Wi-Fi.
someone that was able to like
Yeah, that's
modify like an arcade cabinet to
Yeah.
just have like
Wait,
basically
that's
any
what
game you
it was.
I
wanted.
love it.
So we had like 2-player Cuphead on like an arcade machine, and I'd
That's
play
really
it
cool.
every single day before school. It was so cool.
Are you the oldest brother? Wait, you have
Cuphead
siblings?
is
I
like
forgot.
the controls
Yeah,
work
brother.
really.
Are you the
well.
older
Oh, yeah,
brother?
they do.
He's younger?
Because it's
Yeah.
just like, let's see, you have jump, you have dash, and you have shoot. So that's just 3 buttons right there.
Yeah, like Terry, right? Is that a button?
That's just jump again.
Wait, is that a reference to something?
Oh, what the heck? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
that's
You just
my parents'
input
names.
jump, and then
Oh.
when you actually are like over the
That makes
projectile,
sense.
you hit
Yeah.
jump again, you
Got
parry
it.
it.
I see.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, the cellular down here is really bad. There's
Yeah.
Cuphead's
there's
fun. I
no
love it.
tower nearby. So
No, that makes sense. No, it's not
Wait,
really
what
also
happened to
like-
the
there was going to be.
Wait, what happened to the second tower?
Because there's something very important that I need
There
to
was
find.
going to be, but some old woman
Oh.
made a petition to like stop building a tower here.
Oh,
So
I need to shake that woman's hand.
This is very important.
what is it?
Most Filipino person. Send this to the most Filipino person you know. Ooh, baby Filipino, you gonna have a great day.
Okay, we are.
Oh, we're streaming. Turn that off, bro. We're streaming.
we're live.
live.
We're live.
Wait, are you connected to Wi-Fi?
It's uneven, man.
Ah, okay, that's even better.
Let's see if I can get better in the frame.
Why don't you sit here?
I don't know if Jared wants to sit
But Gerard can sit there.
Okay.
because-
Yeah, Jared could definitely sit in the chair.
Have you heard?
Sure.
Man, have you heard the Seth MacFarlane cover of like holiday music, but it's just his laugh?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I need to play that.
Are we not live?
Did we just have a topic already?
Are we live?
I think
We are live.
mean,
Wait, what the fuck?
awesome.
There's no one watching right now.
I will. Yeah. I mean, we can post the link.
Wait, do we have a topic yet?
Well, the three
Well,
of
we
us
can-
share topics.
Yeah, we can.
right?
We can
Here
like.
is
Cool.
I'll put the link to this
Okay, I'm ready.
thing.
When do we say
Someone-
bold people?
You can low key put this in weekly.
People.
I mean, probably just stream links.
Just stream this is fine. And then put your host as well.
Golden Ultimate.
You should add ultimate.
Oh yeah, it's my sister's birthday.
Will the
That's gonna be the
moderators
topic of the
enjoy
podcast.
that?
My
I
sister's
don't
birthday.
see a reason why they won't.
It's up to you. You can.
We
I
should
mean, if
talk
we're gonna
about-
make this a consistent thing, I think putting it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, it shouldn't
That's
be
fine.
It's basically just gonna be close to what a tier list Tuesday is. No?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Except
but we don't. We don't.
Yeah, we don't ping.
We don't ping for Tier List Tuesday, so I mean,
True.
maybe just keep it in stream links.
I mean, for the first one, it's fine if you.
I mean,
ping,
I
think.
don't care. I will.
So
I will,
people
I
know
will
that
ping
this is
people,
happening.
dude. I have no shame.
You have no shame. I have
ping-
shame.
I ping
I
Wi-Fi
have
friendlies
shame.
whenever I want to show something
That's
cool.
it. That's it. I have shame.
Can they see
so,
my butt? Can they see my butt?
dog.
Actually, you
Whatever's
know
in the
what? That's
camera.
you know what, Evan. That's a good reminder. I do think I need to ping Wi-Fi friendlies again. You're so
You know, maybe
right.
we should talk about your habit of pinging friendlies and
Hey.
what people's responses to that. Maybe that's
Hey,
something.
it's objectively funny, and the fact people get upset about it says more about them than it does about me.
What are we doing? I can't even see his.
Yeah, I cannot even
The
see
tabs
it.
are
either.
blocking.
Oh my bad.
Yo,
There it is.
Go. I wanted to see how
My
I need
eyesight's
to get
not good enough for that.
Oh,
chat back in here, but I don't remember how.
It's in docs, I think, and then chat.
There we
Okay.
go.
Welcome to my ASMR stream.
Okay, here. Let's just throw
We're not doing no, Danny. We're not.
Okay, I mean,
Cool. Did we post the link?
I sent the link to the chat. If someone wants to do like a formal, proper announcement,
Okay.
that works.
I'll do that. Copy link.
I will be monitoring the audio with my headphones.
Okay. Cool.
get down from there.
Can I say the intro?
I would wait until
Guys,
it gets.
I want to see the one to see
New
the intro. You know, he doesn't
podcast,
say the intro.
listen.
Okay, what do you think?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
What do you think now for the intro?
Something about bald people.
Okay.
Hello, bold people. That's a good one.
Okay.
The man stream for the men, the women, and the in between.
Yeah.
That's so good. Uh,
I will actually.
Nothing good.
yes. I think.
We should definitely send a message in Ultimate too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you guys can handle that.
Wait a sec. Where did you post it, Evan? Stream links.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's where it should.
that's
be.
where it should go. I mean,
okay.
If it
Okay.
becomes
Give me.
like higher and
Okay.
Add
Wait,
everyone.
Wait.
I'm a
wait.
mod, so I can
no,
do it, I
No,
think.
I'm not doing at everyone. But you know what I am doing?
are you paying friendlies?
Or maybe
This is not a
Oh,
good look,
okay.
dog.
I don't know about that one.
This is not a good. I'm gonna say no on that one. That's not a good look for us.
Fine. Fine.
Just
fine.
calm down, man.
Bro,
We're
it is not that big a deal.
we'll get there when we
Bro.
get there, dog.
Bro, it is not that serious.
Trinity Processing. What is that the name of our?
That's the name. That's what we're running off of.
There's literally been the name of the chat for the last 17 weeks, bro.
I
Yeah,
didn't realize the name of the chat was also the name of the podcast.
I think
It
that's
is.
just what we're going with. So
You know
I
what,
mean,
that's
I think
fine.
We
it's,
can change it later.
For marketing.
this
we
is
gotta
like
keep
this is
it
like a
similar.
pilot, you know.
Alright,
We're
this is
we're
a
just
pilot.
seeing if it works.
All right.
So you might want to get down from there. I think we're kind of good to start. I think.
Actually, I might lower this down.
Get down.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Careful.
Good job.
Careful. Careful.
Careful, SpongeBob.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Let's see.
Yeah,
Come
we
on,
can-
come on.
Hello, bold people. Oh my god, I did it.
why did we
Okay.
let him
So
start?
cool, so cool.
All right. So, Trinity Processing, our new podcast. Yay!
Yay!
Woo!
Hooray!
Let's go.
Let's
All
go.
right. And what we do on here is talk. So, what do we want to talk?
Well, first we gotta introduce ourselves. We gotta
Okay.
introduce
Sure.
ourselves.
Good idea. All right.
Okay.
Let's start with you.
Okay, I'll start. Hello,
Of course the white man
I am
goes
Liam,
first.
also known as
Yeah.
Worm. I started playing in about 2024. That was when I got my actual start, but I've been playing the series since I was a young kid. I'm a former Terry main. I've been
Ew.
reformed, and I will always defend my favorite champ.
All right.
Okay,
Yo,
I'm
champ.
Jams. I've been playing a lot longer than that. I think I started playing competitive Smash in 2012 or 2011, something like that. So I've been around for a while. Yeah, and I co-host Skull Space Smash series here, and yeah, been through a lot of stuff. So.
Hello, my name is Danny. I came to Canada when I was 4 years old from China, and I lived most of my life in Calgary. But I moved to Manitoba in 2021.
Yeah.
And I've been working and living here since then. Yeah, I'm like being ranked #1 for the majority of Manitoba's ranking like seasons.
Okay.
And yeah, I lost one weekly to a Bayo player. Like the prior bad visit to this one, I lost to a Bayo player that beat me fair and straight. That's
Oh,
it.
okay.
Great
that's-
introduction.
that's
All
very
right.
much.
I am the man. You can call me Evan. And I'm fairly new to this scene, only starting like October. What was it? 2024 now. And I've been around. I host. I'm one of the hosts for BttLA in the Bullman Center, and yeah, I've just been around.
And I'm good.
Oh, okay, my turn.
Yeah.
My name is Jared. Most of you who are watching this stream will know me by my tag Enkabob. I am the TO for the Back to the Lab series in the U of M, and I've been playing about the end of Smash 4 is when I started kind of competing, and then 2023 is when I really started attending locals.
And today we're gonna be playing Find the Secret Gate. No, what are you doing?
What are they?
Okay.
We're-
So
this is a-
first of all,
yeah.
Jared, before you start any actual topics, I have a question for you. It's about your
Okay.
tag. So is it parsed like Enka Bob, or is it like N and then like Kabob?
That's a good
It's
question.
Enka and then Bob.
Okay.
So it's like two
Yeah.
And
separate
then
names.
64.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does the G in NCAP 64 G
It
stand
was
for?
a typo, and I just left it in.
That's
Okay.
actually kind of baller. I like that.
You know what? That's pretty.
I did always think it was Enka and then Bob, but then like I saw on a like Middle
Oh,
Eastern
yeah,
restaurant
chicken
menu,
kebab.
chicken kebab is like, wait, is it like this?
I remember that.
Yeah,
Chick-
it's not
chick-
related to the
Chick and kebab.
Chicken
That's
kebab.
funny,
That would be funny.
Yo, NCAP post transition chick NCAP.
Yeah, man. All right.
Wow.
I'm gonna get the
Good
good
job.
that's on the
Wow,
first day.
so great.
All right, let's start with our first topic.
Yeah. So what do we want it to be? So who wants to go first? We all have like stuff.
Liam and I
ready
have kind of similar topics. I
Yeah.
guess so. One of us should start.
Yeah, you go.
I
You
mean,
start,
I
Liam.
guess,
Let the
I guess
white
I'll
man
start.
start.
Okay. So the first question I have is kind of like a little, kind of like to whet our appetite and to kind of dip our toes into this new podcasting
Mhm.
thing is, what is a moment in either the specific MB Smash scene or just in general that is kind of like an inside joke with you and your friends that you don't think anyone else here would know? I'll start. So this is going back into like May 2025 of when Squid Ninja and a whole bunch of other guys were running the CECS kind of like circuit
Oh.
for it. And this was after basically the entire bracket had been like determined, but there were like a few last chance qualifiers for it. This was for the in-person last chance qualifier, where basically anyone who wanted a spot that didn't get it previously would like have a chance. And this was after winners finals and
Oh.
losers finals.
I think I know.
It was
Oh.
a match against Lemarov and Scrub that never actually happened.
Scrub. Yeah.
Because what happened is Scrub won in winners finals, already had a spot secured in the finale day because it was top 2.
Yeah.
So he had to leave for something. But for grand finals, his opponent still wanted to do something. So Scrub proposed a rock, paper, scissors for grand finals.
Mhm.
But Scrub could not be there in person, did not want to like video call it. So what he instead did was tell Squid Ninja exactly what moves he was going to do in what order, so that Squid Ninja
Yeah.
could do it in his place. And it was 10 rocks in a row.
It was
That-
all
that-
rock.
that is what
Everything.
he did.
Everything was
And
rock.
he even wrote in the instructions, like, all else fails, keep doing rock. And he ended up winning.
Yeah.
Because his opponent could not adapt to the same strategy over and over and over. And to
That's-
this day, that is still the funniest thing I have ever witnessed. In
that
this
was pretty good. I won't lie. Now the question is Scrub very good at rock paper scissors, or is Lemmy just dog shit
He's
at
a rock.
It's-
Guys, we all know someone that only throws rock. There's like 3 people in the Smash community that only throw rock. It's not even just him.
Are you one of them?
I'm
You're
not-
a
I'm
rock.
not-
You're
I
a
didn't
rock.
even
You're
know
a
that.
rock.
Okay, well, good to mental note.
Yeah, that's
I can
fine.
notice that playing paper is very good in the meta here.
Yeah, because when you don't care about RPS too much, you throw rock.
I just
Rock,
play
yeah,
unfair.
it's usually just rock first.
I don't
Yeah.
know
Like,
the meta. I
Because
never play
your hands
RPS.
are like already.
Your hands
Yeah,
are already
it's frame
this,
0.
so it's easier to just
It's in reactive
do that. Yeah.
See, for me, it's usually paper. That's usually the first one people throw. It's like rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then
Really?
they do like rock, and then like some other combination.
Maybe they just caught on what you do.
I don't
Maybe.
know. I feel like
It's a
Drunk is
rock,
the
it's a
most
rock
popular.
meta, guys. It's a rock meta.
Yeah.
I think we're mostly talking about Smash meta here, but I guess rock paper scissors meta is also important, I suppose.
Hey man, before a single game of Smash is played, do you know what you play?
That's what you
Do you
do
guys
rock.
think
No,
it
you don't
matters,
play.
though?
You just.
I
pick
mean,
PS2
yeah,
and
you
then-
pick
I mean, it
PS2.
matters for
No,
that
I don't like
particular.
PS2.
No.
I
Like
don't
I'm saying,
PS2.
does it matter to win the RPS and ban first? Because I feel like it's like a non-advantage.
If you play against someone more than like 3 times, then you already know the stage bans. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
Like,
like
even at the first.
you
time, I
know
don't
that
know.
you tell me to
Why
tell
not?
me to ban first every time, and then
I do it with everybody.
we always end up going either town or battlefield. It's every time.
Well, yeah.
Like it's
Bro,
cons-
your
it's
guys'
consistent.
games sound like torture.
What?
The option between town and city and battlefield, yeah, I think I'll stay
yeah,
home.
like a
thank you very
shot,
much.
What's wrong
You're-
with those?
these are the most vanilla stages ever.
No,
Yeah.
but
Battlefield is
the-
not vanilla.
Family is the
Battlefield is not
non-
vanilla.
non-starters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And town,
but like
town and city, you can die at 70.
But like, what's wrong with battlefield?
Bro, I don't like that. I don't like that like top platform, man.
It's
It leads to
kinda
too many people camping.
It is
under
kinda
I don't like
comfy.
Bro,
It's
it.
a
back in the
little.
day, Rainbow Cruise was legal. I played tournament sets on freaking Orpheum and Brawl.
Hey,
We're talking
yeah.
about Town and City.
Hey, man,
and
Rainbow
that.
Yeah.
Cruise was a
I
magical
mean, that's
time.
just what the Smash
Listen,
scene's come
Bro, that's
to.
when it was fun.
Listen,
When did
in
people
my
do
in my casual experience,
Forgot the
Rainbow
phone.
Cruise is peak, dude. We need to bring it back.
There's so many.
We
I
should
mean,
play on Golden Plains.
Whoa.
honestly, this could be a topic for later. What's the stage list? This is actually good stuff.
I do like that actually, yeah.
Mhm.
So inside jokes. What do we?
I was gonna say like the thing that Liam mentioned remind me of like the
Oh,
thing
yeah,
that
I-
James happened there in P plus.
No, I want to add
Calgary.
something. Like,
Yeah.
so I've been on a bunch of like RPS competitions before because
I have been as
a
well.
Calgary
Mystery
tournament,
bracket.
yeah, runs them, and when the other person is just like have as a predetermined strategy, it's actually very hard to play against because you're like overthinking it, right? You're like, what are they doing? It's the same with like we did like a coin flipping game. It's like when they don't know and it's just pure RNG. Like it's not even a disadvantage. Like I know like Levy technically just lost to someone
Yeah.
like, writing rock a bunch of
Yeah.
times, but like but he didn't know that. Like he's
I think there's
overthinking
a
it.
thing called
Like,
deduction,
there's-
which you can use.
There's
to
a logical
think-
deduction.
Bro, what if he mixed it up? What if Scrub's not a rocker? What if he just like did rock
I
scissors?
think I
feel
think
like
I
you-
think I think I
can
think after a
see a
certain
trend.
Okay, here's my question. How many times does your opponent need to throw out the same option before you think they're just gonna keep doing it?
It's usually 3.
Yeah,
for
I
me,
wanna
for
say
me, for me,
three.
three's the magic number.
Yeah,
If you do
that's-
something 4 times, I'm like, okay, this is all you do.
Yeah.
That's fair because I do think
That
he
happens
lost
not a
3-1,
lot.
so there were at
Yeah.
least like four options that he used.
Yeah,
If someone does
exactly.
something twice in a row, it's like, okay, they're trying to throw me off here. I see what you're doing. And
Yeah.
then they do it the third time. Oh,
Mm.
okay,
then-
I
then-
get it now.
And then
I get
okay,
yeah.
even if I like counter it the 4th time and I eat it, I'm like, you know what? Sure, whatever. At least you did do the same option again. But then if they don't do it a 4th time, they're absolutely doing it the 5th time.
Yeah.
They are absolutely just breaking the pattern once and immediately going back to it. Like
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Alright,
I-
anyway, back to your thing.
Well, I was thinking of something that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Like, remember there was a P plus tournament where basically it was the last Saskatoon, no? It was Mashkatoon? Where
Oh,
they
yeah,
were running
yeah.
behind because like the guy that plays all the Smash Bros games was like in like top 8 of every single bracket.
Yeah.
So he was delaying every single bracket. And then like I think it was Grands or Winners Finals and they pre-played the set. How
Yeah, so I guess I'll finish
Yeah.
it. But yeah, so this was P plus, and do you guys know BZ?
Yeah.
He's like a top melee
Beast
player.
Mode.
yeah,
and
I
he,
love
like,
easy.
Yeah, and so he was playing his whole melee run, and he was also in loser
Smash
semis at
4.
P plus. Yeah,
on Smash 4.
I don't think he was playing Smash 4 at this point, but like at least in the bracket. But yeah, so and then his opponent was ready because he wasn't in a bajillion brackets, and then losers finals was also ready, and then the person in losers finals got impatient and was like, "Hey, I'll just play you, the person who's ready in loser semis, and if you win, then that result of their set stands, and if he loses to BZ, then he'll play
Have to
BZ,
play
and then
BZ.
yeah." And
Ooh, okay.
they played,
funny.
and my friend, his tag is Lots, and then the other person is Egg Money. You might also know him. He's like a really good Yoshi. But
Mhm.
so Lots and Egg Money played, and Egg Money won. And then Lots and Beasley had to play later, and Lots just threw the set because he knew
That
if
was
he
gonna be
won,
out.
he was just gonna lose the next round anyways. There's no reason. So he let PC win game 5.
That's the most
And
Smash
then-
thing ever.
And then PC won the whole tournament. PC did a reset beat.
That's great. That's
I would do it.
what
I would
you-
do that. I would respect that honestly. I definitely do. I
At
don't
that-
know,
at
it's
that
so
point-
weird.
If I knew I was gonna lose the next round anyway, I don't think I would play as
Try.
hard as I
Yeah, I wouldn't
usually
try
would.
at the minimum. I wouldn't try honestly. Because why?
I mean, that's fair. I don't know. I think I'd still win against the person holding up bracket just as like a matter of pride. Where it's like you held up bracket this long, yeah, I'm not making your life fun. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I guess it's me now.
Yeah.
I guess I could make a bit of a self insert here because there's been something on my mind that you brought up.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow you will all understand Like, why was that? I still don't understand why that was like totally funny. Like,
Okay. Okay.
right?
How PG do I want this to be? It is a type of message you get where the end result is not good, and you just know it's not going to be good.
It's very ominous sounding.
I know it's ominous.
Very ominous.
I know it's ominous, and I like genuinely when I typed that out that one day, I had no intention of being ominous.
Yeah,
I was literally just saying, "Oh, I have a big announcement tomorrow that I was excited," and I didn't even do it.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
Well, the part that makes it the funniest is that you didn't even deliver that day.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Is that day came and went with absolutely no threat.
That's on me, I guess. But
it's the combination of them.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Smart community, I have something cooking.
Like, there's so many jokes about me. I don't know why. I feel like I've said it before.
Yeah. Who does that?
We all know why.
Yeah, I swear
we
I'm
know
the
why.
most made fun of person in this scene. I swear.
You just
like,
stand up for yourself. Whoever is doing that, let me know. Because like that's not okay.
the camera's on him now. He's looking all innocent. Like, oh, well, I care. I care.
I mean, it's either the man or either him or Squid Ninja. I'd say are probably the most made fun.
Really?
Bro,
Really?
you have not been paying attention to the Discord much, dude.
I know
Squid
people-
Ninja gets fried on almost everything.
I know he gets fried for
To- to-
downplaying Sora, but
to
like,
the point that he's had to swap characters multiple times. as
That's
a
just
result
him.
of that. It's partially him, but it's also partially like people making fun of him because he's like a great player, but also going through like character crises.
I can't disagree with that. I
Yeah.
don't think he's switched because of people making.
I don't think it was peer pressure
I
that
think he
did
just-
that.
He's not having fun with the
I think
Well,
it's the living.
it's a combination of like people saying your character is easy when you're already struggling with it.
I don't know. I
It's
don't
like
think so.
X, Y, and Z, and then he's eventually just like, you know what, I'm done.
I feel like most people respect Squid's skill.
Yeah.
I don't respect
Maybe.
a lot of people's skills.
Spicy.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
But like, I mean, there's people that play Smash Bros. And there's people that play Kazuya. You know what I mean? So like, I think Josh would play Smash Bros.
It's just like,
There's
every
people,
character.
there's people that use their controllers, and there's people that eat their controllers.
Okay.
Kaguya players
Like,
fall into
it's
one of
so
those
fun.
camps.
No, it is.
it
fun.
does look fun. Like, I mean, he's doing big moves. They do big damage. That's kind of cool.
Bro, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Kazuya is the equivalent of the Wizard of Oz from the movie. He looks super cool and super nice, but you peek behind the curtain, it is the same 3 moves.
This is
I
kind of
mean,
true.
but, like,
One loop.
They're really cool moves. Okay.
That's true, but
They're
how many
like-
times do you need to see a movie before
Literally,
you start
one of my
predicting it?
biggest defenses for Kazuya is just that he is a visually pleasing character.
Like, see, here's the
you
thing.
look at
I
this.
mean, yeah,
three,
you are.
those are some cool ass
Like,
effects.
see, here's the
Like
thing.
his
It's
fucking,
cool.
Like,
his electric.
Okay,
That's
here's
just
the
awesome.
thing. Kazuya is the coolest when they do an unconventional move, like a move you wouldn't expect. If a Kazuya can surprise me, they're doing their job correctly.
Actually, I've seen
But
some
I
like
do not
pretty
see
cool
Kazuya as
combo.
the
I
best
see
move.
some like Kazuya doing some air
Like,
combos.
okay,
That
here's
shit's
the thing.
crazy.
If I see a
Everyone be
Kazuya,
like,
if I see a
Kazuya is
Kazuya
visually
do like
pleasing.
whip out a
Hating
10-string
this.
combo and have it actually
Mm.
work,
Fuck you, man.
that's when I'm actually popping off. When
I didn't know about your
when the
type.
10th part of the 10-string hits, that's when I'm popping off. I'm like, let's go.
There was a Genesis clip, I think, of someone
Yeah.
doing Teihei combo, and then like they stopped at the crumple hit, and then I think they did a read, and then like
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
fourth,
that's
fourth,
that's
yeah.
actually sick.
That was kinda
That's
cool.
actually sick.
There's some
See,
cool
that's
things.
actually-
Yeah.
See,
Kind of optimal.
see, that's
yeah.
cool.
If you
Kazuya
go
right there.
beyond the flash punch, then it's
Yeah,
definitely optimal.
if you do the like boom 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 one, I'm like, okay, you just want
That one's
you just want the
broken.
kill,
That one's really
There's a lot of
and it's all
unique situations that you can put yourself in with Kazuya
yeah.
that
It's just I feel
they're
like
not optimal, but some of the routes are very interesting.
I don't know. I feel like Kazuya suffers from like so many options, but he just has one move that fits like every single scenario, and it's the same
I just think
move
he kills to
for all of them.
I agree with you. I just think it goes too
it
early.
is electric and dragon uppercut.
Like,
Dragon Uppercut is low-key not that
those-
good of a move.
Those
No,
two
it's-
things solve every single situation that Kazuya.
It's
has.
way
Hey,
too
if
If
you
you
get
hit
hit
five,
through-
five dragon uppercuts in a row, that's on you. If it's electric, that's understandable.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, that's the thing.
You
Is that
can
like if
shield and
your opponent's
punish.
shielding, what do you do? Electric. Your opponent isn't shielding. What do you do? Electric. Your opponent's above you. What do you do? Electric.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And if you want a strong punish, what do you do? Dragon uppercut.
like Kazuya is an overtuned character. That's just like
I
a
get
true fact,
It's
you
just
know.
designed poorly.
I don't think he's designed poorly. I think I watched something like recently, and it was saying how like Sakurai had to like in development buff like Kazuya with his like speed
Yeah,
and
yeah,
damage,
yeah.
saying
Oh,
because
yeah.
he was bad.
Yeah, he was
Um,
buffed.
yeah, which
That's
I
very
think
Kazu-
I
that's very
think here's
Sakurai.
my thinking is that he should have done one or the other, buff his speed or buff his damage if he was like bad before. Because I think like say his moves are slower like in Tekken, that's maybe it's more committal to go for like an electric. You can't just start bam 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 bam. You can't just do that all the time, right?
Okay. The thing about it is that like you can have speed and power as much as you want. For me, the criminality part, like the worst thing he has is that he has a mechanic that was exclusive to Bowser. And it's because
That-
Bowser was so gettable. I swear, you get rid of Tough Guy, Kazuya is so much easier to
He
deal
definitely
with.
doesn't deserve tough guy.
There's not a
Like,
lot of matches
I-
where it doesn't
like,
matter.
I-
Yeah,
There's
I
a lot of,
promise
it doesn't matter,
you.
but like he doesn't deserve it. Like let's be so
if you
honest.
can
Yeah.
beat his grab with jab or like some other quick option, like he is so much more like unbeatable.
A lot of people used to say that about Bayonetta in Smash 4. They were like, oh, if you get rid of like this thing, then the character's fine. And like they used to say like bad with thing, which is like the frame
That's
on error.
it.
Like
And the
I don't
character's
even
fine.
think it's that broken.
No.
And then like bad within staying ultimate and Bayonetta was like a low tier. I was like, I told you it was not bad within. I think she was just overtuned.
I would.
You undertune them, and then you can still have those stupid options, and the
Yeah.
character will still be fine.
I think-
We'll see. The
Yeah.
reason why I say that is because Kazuya has 41 moves, and I think the exact numbers that like 29 of them have some form of invincibility on them.
Yeah. I
So
believe
even
so.
Yeah, it's
without
overtuned.
Tough Guy, Kazuya has enough get off me options.
Like he doesn't
that
need
you
it,
can
but it's
whip
not the
out
reason.
for it.
why
I
he's,
think
like,
that the
overtuned.
reason I don't like him having tough guy is because why? There's
That's exactly
there's
it.
no
He-
reason in Tekken. He doesn't have that in Tekken.
He doesn't
you
have
know?
it in Tekken. He doesn't
There's
need it in Smash. It's
there's
just
literally no-
unnecessary.
Nowhere they're pulling it from. It's mostly just a
I'll
nitpick.
trade tough guy for more invincibility.
More.
Oh.
How about for nothing?
Oh, look
you
at this
know?
greedy
Yeah,
Kazuya
for
player.
29
Like
out of
that's what I said, like
40,
a lot of
yeah.
characters, like they're like their designs are okay, but like they are overtuned. Like I generally believe that Steve's design is totally fine,
Yeah.
but his
Okay,
plot is way
okay.
too strong.
Yeah, okay, here's the thing about
So
Steve.
you just have to nerf his.
If you remove his
No,
ability to place blocks in the air, he's a fine character,
I-
I think.
I think he can stay having that ability and will be fine. I generally think it's like his
I-
knockback is insane and his damage output is insane. So if you like minimize damage output and knockback, and then the character becomes balanced, you could even like add like a way to like in the game reduce the knockback and the balance and like balance out the character without having to release a new game.
I'm not gonna lie. I think
Like custom balance.
I think custom balance Steve doesn't really do much.
It's fine. Like
Because like
he does,
It definitely does.
does
he
it?
does enough.
Because like
to be a
it,
good
his
character.
combos just he still gets the same combos, maybe
Yeah, they
even
do
more.
10% less damage.
They do 10%.
No,
damage, but,
the
like,
combos stay similar. If you optimize it, of course, the combos stay on similar damage, but they just don't kill at 70. They kill at like 100 something.
Are
Usually.
there any events outside of Skull Space that actually have a minus?
They
one
have
Steve?
never tried it.
I have
no TO has
never-
ever like had
Not
the
since
boss
like
try
the,
it. No, nobody
yeah,
tried
when
it.
it was a big
Basement?
thing, people
Oh no,
tried.
basement just
but-
had it bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, basement.
No,
just had
people
one.
not either ban it or unban it. Nobody has tried to for the middle ground, which to me is kind of dumb. Although with the Nintendo license thing, I don't know. I feel like it's a gray area and it's long enough where the final Nintendo wouldn't
I mean,
care.
it's in the game.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's literally.
Yeah.
in the
I mean,
game.
like me personally, I don't think Steve needs a ban. I don't know if is that a hot take
No,
nowadays.
I mean it's a 50-50 split. I
Like,
think
yeah.
nowadays.
I also just think that character's cool. I don't know why.
It's just too strong.
Yeah, like genuinely, I will watch this, like see a stream. Like I saw your stream at Skull Space, the one you put up, and there was all these characters like Ken and like, or no, it was Ryu, and it was like
That's strange.
who was playing
It would be
It-
Asimo.
Osimo and
Okay,
was it Akala, I guess.
It would,
Or-
it would probably be Akuma.
I was looking at Steve most of the time. I can't even lie. I think that character is really like.
Evan
Really?
be like, I was looking at.
Oh, no.
But
I
he's
don't know,
like,
just- like my thing is just I feel like
Erika, watch
characters
out.
are best when they have like set strengths and weaknesses. With Steve, I feel like the intended point of like his weakness is that he can't do much in the air. I feel like that's like what it was supposed to be and those things like that. So
Yeah.
I think the fact that he can place
Yeah.
blocks up there to ladder you up there and then up smash kill you at 70.
There's a lot of
I don't
combinations.
think he should be allowed to do that.
I think like honestly, I kind of like your idea of not putting it in there because that removes nils. If you can't build blocks in the air, that basically removes nils.
Well, what if
You
the
get
ladder
one
starts
block.
from the ground? Like, how does that work? So you only have like
You can
one. You can only put one
That's-
block on the ground.
Well, I
or-
mean, like,
and then you build on top of that.
Yeah,
you
then-
just
and
like
then-
but then
and
eventually the block on the bottom is gonna disappear.
That's fine, you can still build on.
That's fine. But
You
as
need
it
a
is right now,
foundation,
he can just
basically.
place it in the air with.
You
nothing
need a
underneath
foundation
it.
to place the block.
Like that's not a thing in Minecraft.
Yeah, you
I
can-
mean,
that's not a
I
thing
feel
in
like that's a
Minecraft.
dumb argument. Like, there's a lot of things in Smash Bros that are not a thing in the
Well,
original
no,
game.
that's like
Yeah.
that's not the argument. That's just more of like a. Like
I
a
mean,
tip.
it's not a good like it, but it's a genuine
That-
balancing thing. I think that actually does make a lot of sense because
Like,
like it
it-
removes his like ability to ladder as much.
and it maintains all
Right.
his
Just
stuff
start
on,
on my
and it
stuff.
maintains all his frame data and like all his damage on the ground, like all his like ground stuff. I think that's fine.
I don't think that's a good like balance decision.
I
personally.
mean, I think the reward for getting diamond is like too much
Yeah,
for
that's what I
for
think.
how easy it is because it's not too difficult to get. Like
no,
you can get at least one diamond a game
That's
like
dog,
pretty
bro.
consistently.
One a game, yeah.
it's a
like
guarantee. It's
like
more
it's
like
pretty
a
much
stock
guaranteed.
can
Even
do
if you
it.
get like hard rush down, you can probably get a diamond.
Yeah.
So I think the fact and like honestly, I know this is like a whole different thing, but my like thinking of bouncing comes a lot out of HDR when I play him. He loses most of his materials upon death.
Boo, where's the
I will say
Like-
I don't think HDR is a good metric for balance.
Is it? I mean, yeah, but like
every character has a win option.
yeah, but the thing is, like I'm thinking mostly like
I mean,
it should either be
I don't know
it's
the meta.
harder to get diamonds, or it should be less rewarding to get diamonds because I think
I
that's
could
like
see it
one of the
being less
biggest things.
rewarding. I could just. I
you
could
know how you
just
can
run
make it
that.
less rewarding?
How?
-1.
My-
Minus one Steve.
I mean, yeah, but that also nerfs wood, which like I feel like Wood Steve is like really good. but
Corey would want Wood to
he's-
be strong.
I mean, it means he has to get more hits in, which means he loses his tools faster.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've
I
seen.
mean, doesn't matter for anything.
I
behind
to be
wood.
fair, I have seen toolless
For
Steve do like
stone
0 to
it
death
does.
combos.
What I'm gonna say is, like, as a proof of concept, there was one skull space where Xavier play -1 Steve. He beat Marlowe, but he did hate -1 Steve, so he stopped playing it. So I think as a proof of concept, it kind of works.
Yeah,
And then nobody else
It's
plays
kind of
Steve.
good though.
yeah.
So,
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of good, but like that's kind of the point. If you're a good character, you can play with a worse character. If you're a good player, you can win with a worse character.
yeah,
and Steve is still
exactly.
gonna be like a fine character with -1. So
Yeah, that,
-1 Kazuya.
I think it like actually would be fine to experiment with, but I don't think the character like
I mean, because he's not.
egregious enough to be nerfed.
People don't even consider him
Yay.
like top 3. I don't think there's
No.
any justification.
Oh
for
no,
putting him
Kazuya's
-1.
not top 3.
Right?
No,
Like,
it's just like top 1 toxic, but not top 3.
yeah, like Steve is like pretty high above everyone else. Maybe not like as much. as
Results
some
wise
people-
and everything wise.
Maybe not as much as some people put it out to be. I think like other characters are definitely like able to compete. It's not like it's not like a Smash 4 Bale thing, right? Obviously. Yeah, man. I think it's like the gap between Steve and I guess like I think I see most people saying Sonic's probably number 2. I feel like the difference between Steve and whoever like people think is number 2 is like it's there. There's a gap for sure, but it's not like that big.
I think
right?
Steve and Sonic would be nice lovers. Personally.
Who invited this guy?
That was a very good question.
We got really sidetracked.
Although,
Yeah.
although I will
All
say,
another
just
30
as a little
minutes.
closing thing for it, do you know what Steve and Sonic have in common that make them the 2 best characters in the game?
But, like,
Shit.
Engagement.
No.
Not playing the game.
Well, there's a lot of characters that do that.
Not playing the game is the best way to play the game, folks.
I mean, you
On the
don't
current meta, yes.
you don't play the game with Ganondorf because you can.
I mean, that's different.
so
You try to. They try not
you
to.
know, you can make that argument the
No,
other way around.
there's also Mingmin that does the same. There's also like, I mean, there's like Duck Hunt and stuff. They kind of are the same.
I mean, no, I think there's all.
Sam will-
never
kind
before has not playing the game been the correct approach.
No,
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, in Ultimate or like in
They
Smash
should
Bros. in
give
general.
negative
Okay.
tension to the game from Strive, where if you're in the corner,
But I
or
have to
you
say, like,
back up
Ultimate
too much,
Fighter
you
stuff
lose.
had that
You know
fighter
what?
forever.
You know what?
Like,
I do actually like that idea because like there's a few games I play where it's like if you hold back enough, you like lose your defense.
yeah, they were saying that they should do that in Smash because like think of like 64 had infinite stalling with like ledge releases, Melee had
Yeah.
infinite stalling, and Brawl with
Actually,
the
Liam,
ledge.
I was gonna counter you on the fact that
So,
there's
like-
no character that doesn't play the game. Brawl Meta Knight.
Bro, man, I can't choose. No. Like,
He-
it was banned.
Yeah,
Well,
he can choose
No, he
up
actually
and
could
in,
like there was a
No,
yeah,
you
but
just
yeah, but here's
go
the
under
thing.
and up air.
well, yeah,
right?
but the thing, well, oh
That
no,
was legal.
oh no,
They
that's
banned
not what it
infinite
is.
dimensional cave.
yeah,
They
the
banned
infinite
Have,
dimension
have,
cave was
have you heard
fine.
have you heard of sharking?
Sharking, like going
Like
under the stage.
baby shark,
Well,
doo, doo,
yes,
doo,
but there
doo,
is a
doo.
more devious version of it. So I
Okay.
always forget which stage it is. It must be
Smashville.
Smashville because that's what it was back then. It was specifically for Mewtwo King, who was like the
Yes,
best player
Mewtwo
at the
King.
time.
Yeah.
Cruising.
What he would do is he would go on Smashville and like as the platform was like moving side to side, he would up B with Meta Knight underneath it
Mhm.
and just keep up with it.
Yeah.
And then when the platform would stop, he would rest on top of it, and then he would continue to the other side again and again.
I think that
and
Sakurai
again.
did an amazing job at
See, I've
removing
never
all
heard
of
of
these
that.
like
Yeah.
That
degenerate
is-
But I
play
feel like
styles.
I would consider that not playing the game.
Oh, that is not playing the game, but
So-
there were rules that like countered that, where there was like a ledge grab thing, and like actually, I think in the advent of a tie, I could be wrong about this, and in advent of a
And that's why
tie,
Ultimate's the
they
best
would
game.
look at the amount of time that the players were in the air, and whoever had the lowest
time,
value
right?
would win.
Actually, I don't.
That-
I don't know if
That,
they
that was
implemented
something that was
rule.
experimented with, I'm pretty sure.
I don't
But it
think
was
they
genuinely a
implemented that
rule.
though. I know about
like
the
they
rule.
didn't call it that, but for me, it is the Meta Knight get down from there rule. Just get down from there.
That's interesting. I've never heard of that.
That's a little bit of lore.
They have tried to
because
do
like
that.
it was experimented with. I'm
They
pretty
also
sure
were
it
like
wasn't,
saying that
widely
argument when
done.
Lima started doing the ledge planking, even though he kept losing with that strategy, people were like, "You need to do a rule where like Lima cannot do it." And I think there's a major that did have that rule.
Yeah, Smash Con.
Smash Con
Is
had
that
the rule.
Smash 4 Ultimate?
No,
Ultimate?
Ultimate. Like
That was
Smash
Ultimate.
4, in Smash Con they made it so that you have ledge. Like it was like 50. How much was it?
I don't remember.
It was a rule where like you can only like be off stage so many times before you
Yeah.
have to go back on stage, otherwise you lose the stock. And like I don't think it ever got implemented.
I think it was supposed to nerf Steve mining off stage.
No,
with
you know what it's
Lima.
supposed to nerf? Villager with side B on the blast zone, permanently stalling for like I think you can do it for like 2 to 3 minutes. If
Yeah.
his side B is on the blast zone, he just like falls
Oh,
very
that's
slowly.
good.
Do you
Is that
wanna-
still in the
That
game?
was what it never was removed. Yeah.
Do you want to know what's my favorite form of stalling?
Hmm.
Mecha Koopa
Off
underneath
stage under PS2
It's
or in
my favorite
Kalos.
thing in the whole wide world.
Unironically,
I
my
love
two
it.
favorite sets of all time Smash Bros. Of Manitoba were Lemmy versus Scrub
I
timing each
feel
other
like
out,
the-
or like him timing.
I feel
Scrub
like
out.
they're a very polarizing opinion because
That's-
most people like hated that set.
I think
I was-
That's like I
Yeah,
would say that's like the most infamous set ever.
In the- in the-
Enemies.
It's-
Like in
there's
Enemies.
so much storyline
I
in
don't
there.
know, but in
Mid-
the
like,
moment, it was I hated it in the moment, but looking back on it, it's the funniest thing I've seen.
It is very
Yeah.
funny.
Like there's
I
a
th-
storyline, there's like a redemption storyline, there's a frustration storyline, there's an overcome because like it happened like twice. The
There's
first
like
time
a whole plot. It's a whole.
it's a
like,
complete
the first time
self-contained
Scrub
story.
didn't know what to do and was super mad, got upset, like was frustrated, was pissed off. And the second time he was like, sweet revenge. Look at him eating damage from my tourneys. I'm not gonna do
Exactly.
anything. It was very funny. I love
Yeah.
that set.
I,
Saved my
like-
life.
I've never seen like I know Scrub gets
That's
like
a
mad at
huge
the
one,
game
it is.
sometimes. I've never seen him get that.
Oh yeah, that was the most nuts he's ever been in
Oh.
entire match. And I think he's gonna tell you that's not the case.
I don't know.
I
I've
think
seen
so.
him. I've seen him matter.
I don't
Did-
know.
Did,
No,
did
he
you
was
see? Did you see
really
him
mad.
lose 3-0 to I Am Human?
That was
That is the angriest I've seen him.
I feel like
think
that's
he just-
that
Yeah.
that was
He
dude.
just
You did
leave,
you
but-
did not see him
No,
as it was all falling.
that's
apart.
comparable.
You
I-
did not see him as it was all
I
falling
think he was
apart.
just
It's honestly
disappointed
hard to
more
say.
than mad, but I don't know. I
Well,
could be
well,
wrong.
it was a mix of
But he
disappointment
did
and just
leave
and
the
just
WWE deal.
and just
Wow.
causing a rage.
No, I remember I played that guy in like the pools and he was like not doing well and like because I think I was the only set he won at that
Yeah.
event and I think I saw him he was not happy at all.
Well, it's because he also kind of got the short end of the stick. Because round one he had Billow, and then after that,
Didn't he beat Joey at that tournament? Was this
No,
No,
this
not
is sex.
this
season
is the
after.
CES finale.
Sex.
Yeah. I don't think I think was I his only win that day?
You were.
Yeah.
You
I wasn't sure that was Justin.
Congrats.
Yeah,
For, yeah.
yeah, because me being myself, of course, I was helping run the event because
Yeah.
that's what I do for fun. But
I'm
yeah,
not being
you were his
gay.
only win.
No, I think that's and I mean, you know, to be fair, that's not saying much. I've never taken a set off of him, so
Yeah.
you know.
Damn.
I mean, I've been getting close. I've been getting close. You
I mean,
know?
he is also very, very good at the game. Don't get it twisted.
Well, yeah. I don't expect to be like. Also, I mean,
He also has a peanut allergy.
Thanks,
Worth,
man.
worth pointing out.
Thanks, man.
I don't think that's worth pointing out. I
Okay.
think that's just very vastly unrelated, actually.
All
All
right.
right. So what next? Do we have? I guess that we also.
Yeah, it's like me or Jared. Do you have an idea, or do you have a? We got a lot of time to think about it.
I
If you-
mean,
if you
For
don't want to
the
go, I'll
inside
go.
joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
guess
like an inside joke.
Or like a moment that happened in
Oh,
NBA.
wait.
my
Well, I think-
inside joke is kind of dead now, but the don't throw is
Oh, yeah.
probably the
Oh.
most
What
infamous
number?
inside joke that is
Yeah,
related to
Enka
me at
stopped
least.
Yeah.
throwing.
Oh,
I guess
Enka
that's-
stopped throwing.
Yeah,
I
There-
love
there's
that.
a
still-
while ago.
There's still like shades of that every now and then I see,
I
but
think
Yeah.
the
That's
scene
like-
has moved on.
we've moved on.
to-
Yeah,
Thankfully.
to
'cause
another
Unlike
person.
me,
I'll be honest.
they
Well,
do move
So
on.
like for in terms of jokes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
You're
pretty-
welcome.
That was a
I-
pretty dark time.
I'm really
actually.
like I'm taking all the blows here so other people can prosper. It's-
Get it? Blows.
But yeah, you want to explain the background behind that, Jared? Like, why did people start saying
No.
that?
Okay, I want to say.
mean, I know
it
we're-
started with Logan.
Logan?
Because
I love that guy.
we used to play in bracket a lot,
Mhm.
and there was one Scheme Chronicles, or the tournament after Scheme Chronicles, the monthly after.
Mm.
I would SD with an. It didn't look like an SD. I
Yeah,
would
it
run
was
off
like-
down there and then just not recover. And
That's
every time
really-
Logan would play me, he'd be like, "Bro, please stop doing that." And people would start watching my games with him, and I would do that against other people, and then everyone was like, "He's throwing," and then I had to stop doing that.
I don't know. See, for me, I like if I had to put money on who started it, I was gonna say Emiku
I thought it would be
because he was shouting that quite loudly. Like
He-
I mean,
oh,
I guess
out of
I
five
think
of
he
them.
was
To be
like-
fair,
he
Emmett
was
was
like-
the person to repeat a joke louder and get the laughs out of it.
he might be like
Emphasis on
I think
louder.
Him and Emiku, because I've played them
Yeah,
a
exactly.
lot, they know when I'm gonna do something stupid,
Mhm.
and they'll call it out before it even happens.
I
and
think-
they'll let people know.
I think Emiku happens to just be the loud voice who's like really like getting everyone on that train because
I mean-
like everyone hears him.
Because like
I mean,
Emiku
maybe.
started in what 2023 and no 2024 February. His first tournament was Perfect Pivot, and that was
That's
already happening before he
2024?
started playing.
Yeah,
the
that was
game.
2024.
Holy shit, it wasn't that long ago. What the fuck? I
Yeah,
thought,
it's been a while.
no, I thought that we were older than that. I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, he always was like screaming, "Anka, stop, throw it!" Like it was loud, dude. Like I remember,
I love gay people.
I heard
Hi, continue.
it was hurting my ears sometimes. Bro. I can't even lie.
That's fair.
Yeah, there was a point where people outside the scene would know me as the guy who throws.
The guy
and I
who
don't know how
throws.
that happened.
That's
I'll
what
talk to
that
someone
one
at
is crazy.
university, and then I was like, I think I was in the lounge in the CSSA lounge, and then I would talk to someone new, and then I would tell them I play Smash, and then my gamer tag, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're the guy who throws."
Like,
And I'm like, how do you know this? This doesn't make sense.
it's getting out there, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's I do wonder like this is obviously like not fully in our control, but it's like how much should we like focus on kind of like the image of like each player as like respectable in like some way? Because like, do you really want someone's like first introduction to the scene if they're like fully into it? Is like this guy throws, this guy hates this guy can't eat peanuts, this guy's gay, this
guy's also gay.
this guy wins everything, so hate him for it, and this guy mashes buttons like every single second. Do we
I
want
figured
that to
that
be like
was
the image
true.
that people have and like carry with them,
No, I
and
wanna
then
be
like
the
and then like
guy.
they pass it on and like these different things.
I guess like once something is like once there's like a generalization of a person, it just kind of gets repeated, and then the new people start to repeat it, and then it's just
That's true.
going and going, right?
Yeah.
So
I just wonder like specifically a scene that like not like I don't know what the exact sort of like age breakdown of like the scene is and things like that, but like but like a bunch of old people, but we also like kind of like cater and like have a bunch of sort of like younger people with
We
it.
definitely
Yeah.
have some
Who
newer
maybe
players.
don't
Newer
have
players.
like fully developed like social skills or things like that.
Or
So it's like
puberty.
so it's like they kind of like carry some of that stuff with them and they don't fully like read between the lines enough. Like
yeah.
you know, to their credit, they just don't have the like age and like experience, like life to do that. But
Or
you know.
neurotypical.
I mean, like you go up to like you're introducing say me, and then the first thing it says, oh yeah, this guy's allergic to penis. Someone's gonna like be
do
like,
that.
why
People
the
do
fuck
do
are you
that, yeah.
telling me?
What
Why
the fuck?
Exactly.
People do that?
like what like why would they care? They don't they
Mhm.
wouldn't get that joke.
Like,
So-
Bro,
I,
that's fucked up.
like I prefer
man.
having people sort of like reach their own conclusions on people. It's like it's your life, you know. Like if you dislike the person I'm friends with, sure, whatever. If you like the person I dislike, okay. sure.
Personally, I would block Lerm if I met him for the first time on Discord.
You know what? That is absolutely fair. That is absolutely fair. I have an entire saga on like people I'm pretty sure banned me in my first month of being in the scene.
or blocked you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Um,
certainly
Being
know.
blocked was like a rite of passage for Manitoba Smash at some point or something
Really?
like that.
Guys, who has been blocked? I wanna know.
I-
There's probably
Like if you
somebody.
haven't been blocked, it meant
Oh,
that you haven't
How can you tell?
interacted.
You cannot
or
tell,
something
right?
like that.
I've been blocked until I've been
Uh,
blocked by someone up until recently.
there is a way to tell. If you try to react to someone's message in Discord and it doesn't let you, like it deletes the reaction, that means you're blocked.
Yep.
That's a way to
Yep.
tell.
And another way you can tell is that if you click on someone's profile and you don't
Scam
see you don't see their thoughts, you don't see their background images, and you see like a different profile picture, you've been blocked.
Yeah.
Like,
And I know that because a certain someone had me
Like-
blocked for a very, very long
You're
time.
going through everyone.
Yeah,
You're going to go
he's-
through the whole server. Okay.
you've enabled the iPad kid.
Yeah.
Right?
I think we're not going to get much of this guy for a bit.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that was, I guess, our first segment. That was great.
Lerm, why did my reaction disappear on your message? No, just kidding.
That's
It's
crazy.
because I have you blocked.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
You should go on your phone, block him right now.
You know.
I wanted to bring a topic up if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Go ahead.
So how do you? I'm gonna start with this, but how did you all like went from like the guy that like played Smash Bros to the guy that wanted to go to tournaments?
Mm.
So for me, I didn't know that Smash Bros was a concept until Brawl because I'm Hispanic and stupid. So I learned that in the Wii there's this game with all the video game characters, and I used to play free for all randoms, kind of like ARAM almost, every single day against CPUs with items on, probably for like 5 hours a day, for at least 2 to 3 years. And then when like the villager announcement in E3 happened, when he received the little like envelope and stuff, I like literally pooped my pants, and then I started to watch reaction stuff, and then that's how I found out that there's a competitive scene, and then there's For Glory, and there's the rules in there, and then I started playing a lot of For Glory, and then a kind of Comic-Con situation happened, or like Icon, like in my city, Cuenca, which is not common. It's very rare that we get conventions.
Mm.
It was called Otakon, I think, or well, it was a Japanese convention, and they hosted. They were like, "Oh, there's a Smash Bros. For Wii U tournament." I was like, I wanted to enter, and the prize was first prize gets a Link amiibo. So I went there as a CSS main, and I almost lost my round 2 to a Sonic main that also is like For Glory player. But I won 2-1, and then after that guy, because it was like single elimination, top 32, one setup, best of 3. The legal stages were like Haldra and stuff like that. So it was really scary, and you would lose pretty easily. But after beating that guy, everybody else that made it through the other side of the record was very bad. So I went and swept that. And then after I won the whole tournament, they made me play a Thugs final with the best player in the city. And it was like a clean 3-0 against all his 3 characters. And then I won that event, and that was like, yeah, I'm gonna start looking and finding. And then I went to like the capital city of Ecuador, and then Manitoba, and then yeah. And that was what 2000, like I was like 17 years old. So
Okay.
how about you, James?
Yeah, not too similar, but I just started in Smash Brothers Brawl.
You started,
Like,
bro.
Yeah. So
You never run a GameCube. Well, who was
no,
GameCube?
I didn't. I didn't ever play Melee until like way later on. But it's just a pretty similar story, probably similar to a lot of people. Play with my friends and then want to get better at the game. So then you go online and you're like, oh, how do I play? I played Zelda at the time. How do I get better at
Hell
Zelda?
yes.
And then, then you find like the tournament scene. I had one friend that like was also pretty competitive, so he would also look stuff up, and then it was mainly between me and another friend because we got too good for everyone else, and then we would just try to like one up
That's
each other.
classic.
Yeah, and then at the time, Calgary didn't have a Super Smash Brothers Brawl scene, so basically we kind of had to
TO?
like, yeah, we kind
You
of had to
started as a TO.
yeah, we had to like start the scene, kind of like there were like tournaments at like conventions and stuff, and like there was a video game club at University of Calgary, and
That's
then
it.
we met someone there. He was like a UFC student. He started a club at UFC, and then like we kind of got involved there. So
Now you started
Yeah.
the Calgary Smash Bros. Scene basically.
not exactly because there was a melee scene.
Ah,
So-
yeah.
and then
true.
they started
There's
playing
always
Brawl.
a melee scene.
Yeah, they started playing Brawl. They all hated it. Brawl died. So it's kind of like the second coming of Brawl is when I came in and like, yeah,
That is so funny.
that's kind of how I got started with competitive Smash.
Did you start at the Comic Con?
That's how I got into the Manitoba scene. There's actually more story to like how I got into Smash. It's like a competitive game.
I know how. Turn around the camera.
It started when in 10th grade I learned that there was actually a Smash Bros like team at my school, and I thought that was really cool.
I love new gens.
But I didn't have the confidence to like try out that year. I don't know why. I just
You would have.
I thought like, oh, because I didn't play. By this point I was fully casual.
You would
I
have
was just, like,
played.
The only time I played with like family friends and cousins coming over to my house, and we'd just like play free-for-alls on like Palutena's Temple and like just stuff like that. I didn't have like a main or anything. I mean, I had characters I played. I think I played like mostly like Sephiroth at that time.
I was expecting a Peach.
But then it got me interested that there was a team that I learned about, and so over the summer I learned that like my entire world was open to like YouTube on like Smash YouTube. I never watched that before, so I started watching. I started trying out different characters, and then I kind of fell in love with Isabelle. It just so happened, and so I started playing Isabelle, and then then I go to it's 11th grade now, and I go to the tryouts once they happen. Completely wiped the floor. Everyone else was like not even remotely close. I definitely
out.
over prepared. I would have done just fine the previous year, even with no previous because I was grinding online. I was grinding Wi-Fi that summer. I was like doing everything. It was like Smash took up most of my time.
Ryuga-core.
Yeah, man. So I basically I got in easily. It was not even a question, and I think I was like the second best on that team. There was actually another guy who was actually really good. He played Roy and Crom. I don't.
His name is Bilo.
No, I don't remember his name. I remember it was
Bello was
during
retired
those
by that
tournaments.
time.
There was actually two people who were going toe to toe. It was that guy from my school and another guy from another school. I don't know if you know him. He's a Peach player. He goes by the tag Scrub now.
Oh.
That's
I think he has a peanut allergy.
I remember it was him
You
that
destroyed
that
Brawl
guy, that
player.
Roy player and Scrub was going. They were
Turn
going
up,
toe to
bro.
toe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Turner?
Turn it.
He's like
It has to
long
be
hair,
Turner, because we were competing
glasses.
against Scrub for second place
Yeah.
at MSEA.
Oh, it's Turnip. You don't know Turnip. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Actually,
But
I don't know
okay.
Turnip.
I
He's pretty
real
good.
name.
I
actually.
only know him from MSCA. So yeah, okay. Didn't know he was in the scene. Yeah, but that's how I first got into competitive Smash. And I ended up being the second. I think I was the best player on the team in like 12th grade because the other guy, he graduated. And then my school was always like the best of the best in terms of like Smash reps. It went down quite a bit that because I was not winning much. I won't lie.
I love those tournament things.
Even though in 12th grade I was actually in the scene by then, because in October or sometime in October I think it was our coach. He gave us a link in our Discord to a Comic-Con tournament, which happened to have this guy at a booth. And
Yeah.
I talked to him,
Steven,
and
what works?
yeah,
It did. It
he
does.
gave me links to the Discord and all the resources and what happens. And then that day, he told me that there's an event happening at the U of M, and I decided, you know what, to hell with that, I'm gonna go that day, and I did. It was a rash decision, and I never regretted it since. It was cool.
And that's how he fell in love.
That's so sick because like, back back in my day,
Yeah.
I guess when I was in high school.
So like,
video games,
I mean,
it was not like
it was
Yeah,
nice
it's kinda
because
cool.
like
thing.
like other schools, like my coach, the person, he was like very involved in like how like things like he was very involved with like MSEA. I think he was like the top guy for a while. I think there was like a shift in power there for like when I was around, but he was like organizing all that stuff, and so he and I think he still probably does. Like I don't know if he was like doing Comic-Con this year. He might have been. But so it definitely helped that like I had connections and like ways to get out there because he knows he knows his stuff, and he doesn't even do just Smash. He does like everything. So
Was MS EA around when you guys were in high school, like Jared and Liam?
It probably existed, but not at the capacity it is right now.
yeah, I know like
mine's a very similar story to that, where it's like it probably existed, but I was not aware of it until way later.
because I know right like as of right now it's a big thing. Like you go to one of those tournaments that's happening in like in a high school in like somewhere
they're
in
huge.
Manitoba. They're big. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's
I don't
we're
think I could
struggling
go.
to find rooms to fit everyone. I'm like
that sounds so exciting.
It's really
man.
cool. Most of the players are still horrible. I
Yeah,
think.
Most
I
of the
would love
players
to
are
go there
horrible.
and beat everybody.
I remember
That's-
I felt
just
so
a bar.
I
bad
would've loved
whenever I
that.
was losing to these people because I almost kind of gave myself a bit of a superiority complex. I won't even lie because like I go to tournaments. I'm so much better than these plebs, and then I just go there and I fight like a Jigglypuff that I've never met before.
Oh, I know
And
that guy.
well no, he played Terry and I washed his Terry, and then he goes Puff. Not a great matchup for Isabel. And then I lose, and I'm like, man,
Random ass
these
matchup,
guys
though.
are so like I was Johnning hard that day. I remember. But I was I'm just happy to be here now. So it's
Yeah.
like
Wait, it's like the Kirby PC and Hushkid and stuff in those tournaments.
Yep.
That's so high.
I
Well, we did
actually
see one of those
I-
tournaments. Yeah.
I used to
Linguini, they're all in those.
I've lost to Kirby PC in those brackets before.
He's
I-
good.
I
He's the future of Smash
he
Brothers.
gated me out
The
of a
kids are high.
I remember Kirby PC gated me out of a top 4 finish in one of those events. So
Unlucky bracket.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
dude, can I just say in these high school players, there's so many Toon Links. Why is there so many Toon Links?
Because
There's
it's
like-
elite Smash.
It's not only that.
I think
it is
tuning is the
Toon
most
Links
elite Smash
that have a
character.
big friend group that all of their friend group hates how they play. It's so consistent.
That's because Toon Link's so campy. Like
I
literally
think
he's
it's
like-
an elite Smash
And,
thing.
and they're always like the best in the friend group. Is the Toon Link player that everyone in the friend group hates how they play, but they're the best out of
That's
them.
literally what
it's-
happened in the
it's-
stream when we were
it's
ranking players.
It's literally because they can't, but then when their friends do something, they punish them for it, and as a result of that, none of their friends know how to play against the
And you know what-
camping, and then they win.
The worst part is, I'd go to these events, lose to them, then I'd talk to them after, and they're actually cool people.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
can't even be mad.
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
can.
You can, I can't.
I think
If someone's
Mimic
not
are
a
very
nice
cool.
person, I'm not gonna be mad at that. These
Oh.
people were generally like good to talk to, and then I'm like, oh man, they play Toon Link. I don't like Toon Link, but then they're actually chill guys.
It's
So-
almost like you need to separate the character from the player.
I
No,
don't.
I do, but I almost wanted to like dislike them because of the like losing to them. But then like, oh man, these are actually good people. I
Oh.
can't in my heart do that.
I completely get the sentiment, mostly because of how I got my start in the scene.
Yeah,
So for me, my story is kind of similar, where it was like when I was in high school, I was in the 10th grade, and actually it might have been a bit sooner than that. It might have been the 9th grade, but whatever. In the 10th grade, there was this sort of like club at lunch that was very, very impromptu. It was student run. It was like basically just a video game club, super basic thing.
I wish I had
But
something like that.
I brought
Growing
my
up.
like Wii U, to like basically every one of those, and we would play Smash Bros for the Wii U. And that
Dang
I
it.
think to this day that's still my best Smash game because there's a whole bunch of things I know in it. It's a very very fun game still. I know a lot of people don't enjoy it. I still really
I
like
enjoyed it.
So that was the first game. It had like online functionality. Like I played the series from like Brawl and things like that, but I never competed in it because like why would I? But then in Smash 4, that's when I actually sort of like saw the appeal of it. And actually, in 10th grade, I ended up winning like a school run event for it. And I think I walked away with like $50 or something. Which wasn't like a whole
That's
lot of
crazy.
money, but like
That's
know,
a
it was
lot.
pretty-
Higher than
Imagine how many
payouts in a week.
Fortnite
yeah,
skins
like,
that
like,
is
like
like
back then,
two.
like back then, that was a lot of
Yeah,
money
that's
for
that's
me.
some good stuff.
And yeah, I was a Shulk fan mostly because I was like I knew about the series for like years before that, part of like Project Rainfall and all those different things. So that's an entire side tangent for that. But yeah, I was a big fan of Shulk, big fan of his series, so I just played him, made it work, even though I still think he's a janky guy and I don't like his design nowadays, but you know,
Enhanced darkness.
that's just me. And then yeah, I bought Smash Ultimate the year it came out. It was super fun. Played it with my friends a whole bunch online, but then there was just a point where the friend group just stopped. It was like right around COVID actually is like when that started. And then I just fell out of love with the game, went completely like basically no contact with it until about like mid 2024 I want to say, something like that, where like I played it on my friend's place. It was fun, and I basically had to get all my sort of like ignorant questions out of the way because I thought Sora was the best just because he was the last DLC character.
Hell, we all.
Like
I
that's what
thought that was gonna be the
like
case.
that's what I thought it was, and he was like, "Dude, no, it is not Sora by a country mile." I'm like, "Okay, well, who is it then?" He's like, "It's Steve, dude. It's not even close." And I'm like, "No shot, Steve. Minecraft is the strongest character."
Hell
in the game.
yeah, bro! They didn't
Yeah.
nail the archetypes for top tiers on this game.
Yeah, but in 2024, I was in the University of Winnipeg. I saw Iglufu and Brett running a like tabling for U of W Esports.
Go away, Shin.
I was like, you know what? Sure, I'll sign up for it. They had a Smash team, signed up for it, and then that's how I became acquainted with Blizzard Boy, Kazochu, and Scrub. We also had a fourth member named Taichi, who is in Japan now. He was a transfer student, gone but never forgotten. Best little Mac in the scene, and yeah. All I'm saying is, in a 5-game set, Taichi cooks you. That's all I'm saying. He's the best. He's the best Mac player I've ever seen, man. But yeah, that's how I got my start in the scene.
That's pretty cool. So you started with the crew battles and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Did your
Yeah.
friend that like not stick with Smash Brothers? He seemed to know a lot about it.
About-
So-
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, and actually he was there for like.
And his name, Kodra.
No, he was there for the first. He was there for the second. Back to the lab again. Actually, two of my friends were there. They were these are the
What
only
are the
two.
tags?
These are the only two events they went to. Their tags were Mr. Beef and Squilliam.
I heard
Oh,
of
I
him.
remember Swilliam. I thought that was the funniest tag ever.
Yeah,
Like that was like my
Yeah.
second ever event, and I'm like,
Yeah.
there's a guy named Squilliam.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this shit is great.
that's my friend.
We did.
That's my
That's
good
really
friend.
funny.
Yeah, they were there because of me, and then they never went to another event. Still sad about it.
They
but
probably
yeah.
lost a stupid
It's
Rob and
just, it's, just,
Bayonetta.
it's just not
That's
for
the
them,
problem
it's
of seeding,
whatever.
bro. You seed them low and then they never come back. It's
Yeah,
just
we gotta
okay.
fix
No,
our
no,
after.
no, it's less so that it's just they didn't care.
I mean,
like
that's true.
they had already
Like, I
fallen
mean-
out of love with the game. It was like just a party. game
Like
for us.
if I went to a Tekken tournament, I would. I mean, that's kind of what happens. I lost, and then like I'm like, okay, well, I'm not good at the games. So I just stop going.
Yeah, well, like
Yeah, if
unfortunately,
you didn't win your first tournament, you'd be like doing.
If
something
I
else
went
right
0-2,
now.
I probably I think we probably. I just have too much fun.
Hey, man, all I can say is that I still go 0-2 at a bunch of events.
No,
and
but
I
like
still
the
keep showing
very
up.
first one, I don't know. Well, I guess yeah, a lot of people start with the first event being 0-2. I won my first event.
Hey man, I won my
Exception
first
to the
event, and
rule.
ever since then it's been downhill.
How
It's been
about
straight
you,
downhill.
In terms of competitive and just Smash in general, I started with a taste of Melee
Yeah,
at my uncle's house a long time ago. Didn't play until I didn't get to play Brawl. I've seen it at Best Buy, and I was always like
Bro, it
on
looks
Christmas
so
thinking
sick.
about buying it, but I never did.
Best
So
cover.
So I
of the
actually
club.
ended up started with Smash 3DS,
Banger.
and I had a 3DS for a while, and I would just grind for glory. I think it was up until near the end. So I was in high school at this point, and there was a Smash Club. It was just we just had a room, and you would just bring a setup. We would attach
how
like
it
a Wii U
goes.
with a chair on top of a table,
Oh
and then
my
it's connected.
Oh my
to the
god, that's
Projector?
actually so janky.
Yeah, it was
And-
so good.
Oh,
we would just
projector
run
gameplay is the worst
friendlies.
thing in
It
the
wasn't
world.
even actually a tournament. We would just run like I'd 1v1 someone else on their 3DS. And that happened for a while. That kind of died out. I think that was my first year of high school, so grade
Crazy that
9.
it-
That stopped
Okay,
because the guy running it graduated.
that
So
happens a
then
lot.
the next year, a professor at the school tried starting us. No, wait, that was later. I had a friend group, and we would play Smash on the Wii U, and we would have this little jank set. So we played in a cafeteria during lunch. We don't have a room. We don't have a projector. There's like 4 to 5 of us, all huddled around like this column with a singular outlet,
Again,
and we're playing off the gamepad.
yeah, it
And we
gets
would
the
just do
gaming.
that for a couple years, so into grade 10, end of grade 10. That's when they wanted to start a Smash Club as a professor, and we entered. I got washed, I think.
That's
And so did my
crazy.
friends.
Wait,
And it was a-
really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Crazy.
I
So
thought you
ar-
would like you got it in you.
So around that time, I went to my first Smash 4 weekly, and that was a PNP weekly. 'Cause it was
Shoutouts.
really close to my house.
Yeah, in the
So
middle
I
of nowhere.
went there. Not a great experience. I brought a friend. It wasn't that good.
But
So
that's
we ended
because of the like. Why was it not a good experience?
I don't know. It was just the people there. We kind of got washed, and it wasn't very friendly. So we were like,
Yeah.
okay, that's it.
I feel like that's
I'll
common
stick to
in
playing
most
with my
schools.
friend group, and we'll just play at school.
Mhm.
So we did that. Smash Ultimate releases. At this point, like the friend group is like 20 people, so we're taking over the cafeteria. Like a whole third of the cafeteria is just
Smash
people around tables
Stinking.
with their switches up and on Joy-Cons, and we're playing like 8 people Smash and 1v1ing. And
That's
I wanted
so big. Holy
and
shit.
we started going to like the club to play friendlies and to like kind of try out. They had tryouts where you would compete against other schools, but we never made it onto the team because after that COVID happened. So that nothing ever came out of that. But I want to credit 3 of my friends who, if they no, I did. Okay, so I met Emiku through the Air Cadet program.
I know.
And
That's after high school?
no, that was during high school.
During
so
high
like
school.
you start the Air Cadet program at around 12. So I met him when I was about 14, and we would play Smash on our 3DSs after like, a while. But yeah, Emiku is also person I want to credit because he was a grinder, and I would grind with him on Wi-Fi quite a bit. But Fasala, Lucky Friend, and Felicia Fan. So those 3, if they continued playing, I can guarantee they would have been better than me at the game. Because I was getting like demolished by them considerably up until when I started going to like monthlies. And we would play consistently up until COVID, and then kind of die. We play on Wi-Fi a bit, and then after COVID I started going to tournaments, and then it kind of got more even. I was still getting destroyed, and it wasn't until around a year or half a year of like playing in weeklies and monthlies that I was like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely like, destroying them now.
Yeah.
And then
what does Pasala play?
he played Roy in Smash 4, and that's kind of like the reason why I understood the matchup so well coming into Ultimate. And and then
I'm pretty
Felicia Plan played played Daisy, and that was I credit him to me not getting washed by Scrub. Up until Scrub he leveled up, and then I just get washed by him now. And then Lucky found one was a Ganon DDD player. Yeah. And then play at monthlies. My first consistent weekly was the Skull Spaces that I started like bi-weekly, so I was attending that most of the time as the tournament that was happening.
Nice.
My first tournament was not Class Misness. It was the other Mad Turkey before that. That was my first, and I got to experience playing Captain L as my round one, and then the next tournament, my round one was Strikey. So
Hell!
That was a good experience of playing
I'm telling you,
basically the top players at the time, and then they stopped basically playing right after those tournaments.
You're
I never got to run back through these
You're the
either
reason
of them.
why they quit.
Yeah, you made them retire.
Yeah.
Not James.
Were you playing
Koala-
like were you playing like solo Marth back then, or did you?
Yes,
solo Marth,
I was completely solo Marth, and Koala, who is
I
in the
thought you
chat
said
right
solo,
now,
Mar. I was
can
like, holy
vouch for my Marth against strikes, against his Sheik at
His
the
Sheik.
time.
I was pretty impressed with your gameplay actually. Like especially game one was like kind of close for considering like you were his round one. You know,
Yeah, that was like my first. That was my first in-person tournament.
You
for
can tell when
Smash.
someone's got it, and then
And
I can
then-
tell that the Kirby PC got it in him.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
New
can definitely
Krembu.
tell.
Anyway,
Sorry?
he's a new Krembu.
He's a new
Yeah,
Kirby.
he's a new
Krembu.
Krembu.
Oh,
We
yeah,
know
this-
that like you're talking about friend groups. Krembu was born too late or too soon. Sorry. If he was in high school right now, he'd be that Toon Link
Yeah.
guy.
He would be
his
that
group
Toon
of
Link.
friends. He's the best
Absolutely, he would be
Link
that Toon
player.
Link. He was
Holy
social. He was Toon Link, and
He got
people
raised.
probably didn't like his gameplay. Like, let's be so honest.
He
Like,
got raised.
There's
Damn.
but they're still
people that
friends
don't-
with him.
there's
I
still
have
people that
never
don't
looked
like
at
his
the Kirby
gameplay.
PC
Yeah.
like Krembo 2. When I think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Holy shit. He really is Krembo.
Anyway, Jared, like in Smash 4, like was your school like were they really good or something? Because like I'm
Oh,
really shocked that you
probably.
guys couldn't even like win the tryout.
I can't remember, but at least two of them went to the. I can't remember what it's called right now, but the Pembina weeklies.
Yeah.
Oh,
They went to
maybe
those.
it's that- no, wait.
So
I see.
I think
mean, so
they
they were
played Corey
Sing members.
and Ragna. So
I guess that's true because I do remember like Smash 4 in Winnipeg was like really big actually when the PvP weeklies and reset were around. So that makes sense then if like they were that competitive.
Imagine how big Ultimate would have been without COVID.
Yeah, it'd be a lot
Yeah.
bigger for sure.
For sure.
But,
it would
like,
be a lot bigger.
You know, I'm just thinking because right now like MC like most of the players are like not too good, right? So
I
you
think
know, if you
COVID
were
was a big influence on like reducing the amount of weekly players, like people going to
Yeah.
yeah, that was like Smash Ultimate's prime, and then like there's
It
there's
really
crazy
was its
tournaments,
prime.
So
It really
We
was.
need
its
a
prime.
new Smash game.
yeah, we do for sure.
I don't think we'll get one.
No,
It's
of
gonna
course we're
take
gonna
another
get
3
one.
years or so.
I think we're gonna get one. It's,
We have
it's
to.
When
gonna
do you
get
think is
one.
the ETA? Like for the announcement?
Oh, I think it's next year summer.
Next year, I think. For the announcement, not even for the release.
The
Yeah.
game will be out like a year and a half after the announcement.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm
I'm optimistic. I think the announcement's this year.
Really?
That's
Yes.
insane optimism because like Sakura literally hasn't even opened you like
Bro,
the freaking Unity. or
Smash,
something.
sorry, Switch 2 has no games.
That's
It
no
doesn't
games,
matter.
So
That's
it
true.
needs a game.
I mean, like,
Smash
Well,
Bros?
see,
Popular game.
well, see. Here's my thing: is that there was a
Prime
very
4 sucked, bro.
okay. So when did the Switch 2 come out? Was that 2025?
Around Evan? No.
Was it 2024, 2025?
2025, I think. I think it was
Early.
last year.
Okay, because the reason why I ask is because the
So
Switch
then you-
2 is very similar to the Wii U
Maybe
in a
okay,
lot
no.
of ways.
yeah.
And one way that Nintendo tried to incentivize people to buy the Wii U was with the release of Smash for
Unsuccessfully.
Wii U.
Unsuccessfully.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that so the Wii U came out in 2013, and Smash for Wii U came out in 2014.
Yeah.
So there was like a year between that, but at the same time, the game was announced for like months to like a year before that.
Yeah.
So the fact we haven't gotten an announcement for the Switch for Smash on the Switch 2 makes me less hopeful that it's actually
Also, there
coming
was
out
no-
soon.
There
they
was
can't
no
be
Kirby
cooking up a new
Riders.
console,
No,
Well,
like,
and
no,
they wouldn't. unless they're saving it for the next console.
There's no way.
There's
They
no
use a
way they're
Smash
doing
game that's
that.
come out for the
Yeah,
Switch.
But my thing is that like, what more of a golden cow is
What
there
if
to
you know
entice
that
people to
rule
buy the new
where, like,
console
processors get
than the
twice
new
as
Smash
fast,
Bros game?
right? That rule that
I-
Like
processors
that
get
is
twice
like
as
that is a
fast
that is
per
a
year or
heck of a
something.
golden goose.
More
for
I
Yeah.
don't know
you.
what they're waiting
More-
for.
More
That's
slow.
that's exactly
'Cause
what it
we've-
is.
We've already gone through like 2 or 3 holiday cycles with no really large announcements for either the Switch or the Switch 2.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is that games as well as consoles are getting harder and harder to revolutionize.
That's true.
So it's gonna take longer to release new games for the same kind of like genres, like saga, and this like the successor of the Switch 2 is gonna come out in like 2030 something. Like, absolutely,
I'm
something like that.
absolutely.
I don't know for me, but like I don't even think the next Smash game even needs to change too much from Ultimate
Smash
to me.
6
Like for me to
Deluxe.
like for me to enjoy. I don't think it needs to
I mean,
change that
literally
much.
all of us are gonna enjoy it, even if like they give us like a
I
potato with
just
Smash.
like
Bros.
I just
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
I just
honest.
want some new like messed up mechanic that just completely throws everything else out. Cause like in Smash 64, it's like infinite hits done on basically everything. So basically everyone's a touch of death character. In Melee, there's like a whole bunch of like defensive tech. You have like wave dashing. You have ledge hogging. You have all these different things with it.
Tripping.
Brawl, you just have the gameplay being very very slow.
tripping,
Tripping and all these
I
different
love
things.
tripping.
Smash
don't have
4
anything
has
to do
2
with it.
stock games with the most BS comeback mechanic in any
That
Smash
was just
game
like
yet.
TL being stupid though.
Yeah.
And then Smash Ultimate was
Or Sonic.
just like defensive options were too good, DLC privileges at an all-time premium,
Okay,
and, like-
fancy options
and
for
like all
some
these
this game.
different things with it. Smash 6, I want them to introduce something that just completely changes how you play the game in like some way.
No shielding.
No shielding,
You get
parry.
standard
parry
FGC
on-
blocks.
You know what? Unironically, I would like that.
Look at them like
Overhead
gonna like
and crouch.
go
I'm
full
not
drive
gonna
on the
lie, I would
leader
like-
and outdrive
See,
all
see,
them.
this is what I would do. This is what I would do. All right, so picture this. You have the you have the announce trailer. You have the Smash Bros logo.
Yeah.
The first bit of gameplay you see, Mario, Luigi, camera super zoomed in,
Mm-hmm.
characters facing like this,
Mm-hmm.
one little platform in the middle,
I got a dream about this.
fight,
What? What? do you
and it
mean?
plays like an actual FGC game. You have crouch blocking, you have like
That
6
was
M's, you have
lost.
overheads, you have all these
Yeah.
different things. That is what I want. I want it to be Street Fighter 7 Smash Bros.
That would be so hard.
Bro,
I
I
agree with
would
you.
pop
I
off so
How-
hard. I
that
would
would
pop
be
off
so
so
hard.
hard.
Okay, but like, see, I think most FGCs are very reliant on the fact that these characters are humanoid.
There's
I-
multiple
I know
characters.
there's
You
other
clearly,
stuff.
you clearly have not played Darkstalkers or Killer Instinct.
I know there's other stuff, but like, I feel like it's really like
Bro, you say you don't.
to have the same character in a fighting
definitely
game
doable.
as
Bro,
like,
you don't want to see Mewtwo in a Street Fighter setting with that tail that can hit you across
I think
the
it
street.
literally
You
Mewtwo
don't
Mewtwo's a
want to
good
see that.
example.
You
But like,
don't want to see
what
that.
about-
That's legit.
what
Okay.
about like I don't know, like Banjo? What is Banjo gonna do in there?
I mean, all of them are.
No,
possible
it's
to
it's
do.
it's Banjo, and then you have Kazooie as
Have you
like
seen
a
Salty
as
Vets?
like a as like a
Sorry,
sta-
what?
Yo,
Salty
wait,
Vets.
wait. Actually, I cracked it. Banjo and Kazooie, but they're a stance fighter. So you have like a Banjo mode. You swap her and Kazooie.
I thought they were gonna do that actually. I
Bro,
don't think it's
think about it.
Smash
Think
Bros.
They
about
kind of
it.
have like the Brigo Blaster is a stance.
Yeah,
kind of.
exactly.
True, actually.
Exactly. That's a
And
stance.
you
And
have
then
to go into
then-
the gun stance to use.
yeah,
the
and
Yeah.
then okay. Here's the thing. What
Stance
is
is one
Banjo's
move.
dash? What is Banjo's dash? In ult.
It's a roll.
The Kazooie.
It's
thing.
Kazooie carrying him. So those are 2 examples of a
Oh.
stance change right there.
Yeah.
You have the neutral B that you hold down. You have Banjo's dash, dude. It's,
I just
it's
think that
right
would
We
be
there.
a
have
really
stat.
bad game.
Well, we don't have.
If they go
stat
out
characters,
to
we
0
have
out, that would
swap
like kill.
characters.
I mean,
You
you
have
have
They're
swap-
very similar.
like you have
People
you
don't-
have
we
like
don't like
Pyre
that.
and Mithra. You have like old Zelda and Sheik. But I'm talking like an actual stance character.
Like the thing about the FGC is so niche. Smash Brothers would never like.
Yeah,
Smash Brothers is
also-
casual.
Yeah,
That's-
I
that-
don't
that
think
is-
it's
that
very
is
easy
very
to
true.
target. Like the reason why Smash has been so big is it's not just a competitive game.
It's very
Yeah,
party game.
exactly.
It's
It's
an
a
amazing
party
party
game.
game.
And
Yeah.
see, here's the thing: the way I look at it, because I'm someone who actually interested in like game development and stuff. I think the fact that they treat the game casually, like a lot of the competitive players don't like it, but like
Oh, it's
it's
amazing.
better.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is, it is
100%.
better for the game if they treat it more as a
Oh, yeah.
casual game.
We're literally a secondary scene for like Smash Bros.
Yeah,
And there's a reason.
We
for
are
it.
the very vocal minority. That is what we are.
Very local, the very vocal, very passionate,
Yeah.
very stupid minority.
Well, I mean, definitely some.
We're a minority.
I'm just saying, I've seen enough stupid arguments about a children's game that makes me kind of lose
Yeah.
faith in the scene little by
See,
little.
like,
Actually, you're a majority.
A lot of us,
In the
I'm sure
world.
pretty much everyone of us got into the game because of the like casual side of it.
I'm gonna grab
Right?
some knives.
I
That's
think
true.
that's like, I know there's definitely some people who like have a friend who plays it competitively, and then they're like, oh yeah, you should play this, and then they just like bring them to a tournament, and that's their first interaction with the game.
Mhm.
But like most people, they just go on to a store, they see, oh, this is a cool game on the shelf, and they play it. It's like just a cool little party game to play with your friends. That's pretty cool.
Are you saying getting face rolled by the 28-year-old gremlin, greasy bearded man isn't a good enough reason to get into the game?
That's what Leo
It also
thinks
doesn't
about
help
me.
that the competitive scene has like not so good stereotypes for them.
That is very true. I'd say like Smash Bros in particular is very like neck beardy, or at least that's the like internet
even
sort of
that.
like idea of
Yeah,
it.
there's like an outside perspective of that people have of this game that's like,
It's
pretty negative.
It's like,
We are
okay,
too
I don't
big of a community.
like I don't wanna
Or
like
too
point
close.
fingers or something, but like okay, like picture like the melee player Mango, all right? Like picture him in like your mind's eye, add like 30 pounds to him, and like put on like a hat of your choice on top of him, and that's like the online perception of Smash
That's
players.
just Mango when he was fat.
I know.
Wearing a Cloud9 beanie.
I
like,
know exactly,
that's just
exactly,
Mango.
exactly. Now you're picking up what I'm putting down. Now you're picking up what
I
I'm
feel
putting
like
down.
the biggest thing is like the whole like minor attracted like
Well-
dramas on the scene
well,
that like
there's-
is the, but like the thing is like our scene is probably Smash Bros has the biggest offline scene of any video game period, like offline, like local scene. So like we're gonna find out when people are fucked up and we're gonna like get rid of them. So it's gonna like spread out in the news and people are gonna have a bad reaction or opinion on
I
that.
would argue there's probably other games that have bigger scene.
Offline?
I know Pokemon actually.
Oh, TCG, but I guess I'm
Not
talking-
even TCG,
oh.
even like
BCG.
both. Like
BCG
actually
is pretty
both.
big
TCG is very big, but even
But is it
Pokemon
offline?
itself
'Cause
is
like, that's
actually
not
big.
the Wi-Fi.
The Pokemon VGC is very big.
Yeah,
But it's like Wi-Fi, God. Like
no,
offline, they're
no.
not. They don't host like locals and stuff.
they do.
They do.
They do.
They
Are
have,
they
they, have
really?
very, they have very big in-person tournaments that
Mhm.
people will fly across the country.
I mean,
Sometimes
yeah,
not
like
to
majors
do
and
that.
stuff, I
But do they have
understand.
like weekly?
Yeah,
Yeah.
weekly.
Yeah.
It depends. I don't know if we have
But
any
like-
here
That's what I'm
in
saying. Like,
Winnipeg, but like I know they do.
I feel like Smash Bros is the only video game that has like almost a singing every single like small to medium sized city.
That's probably that is. I would.
That's
say
what I'm saying. Like we are so offline oriented that like fucked up people are gonna join the scene and meet people in real life and do fucked up stuff, which doesn't happen in other scenes.
It
Yeah.
And
helps
it's
that
not-
most people have this console and it's very portable.
No.
And, like,
Yeah.
you
And the
look at
Wi-Fi
old
sucks. That's a
arcades
huge
for
factor.
FGC,
Yeah, it's that.
You can't
I
bring
think
those.
it's mostly just Wi-Fi sucks.
Wi-Fi sucks, which is a huge thing.
If
I don't.
Wi-Fi didn't suck,
I've been telling that
it would
argument
be
for a while.
crazy.
It would be so bad because then we don't have a scene.
That's also.
I
yeah,
would-
that's kind of.
I would disagree. I think there's definitely a reason for people to come out and play. I don't think like it would shut it
Same
down.
as FGCs, but look at the like the FGC tournaments. They're like much smaller than us.
Well, it's also the fact that the FGC is
Uh,
not a very
Oh,
FGCs aren't a very lucrative business,
And they're also not very
unfortunately.
like it's
Neither
it's,
is
it's also
Marshalls.
not very welcoming because like a lot of
It's
the
hard.
it's a very hard game. There's a very high
Very
barrier to
entry.
entry.
Like Melee.
So yeah,
Yeah,
to an
yeah.
extent like Melee. Yeah, I would say that. So it can be hard to get people in there in the first place.
Oh, it's
So
yeah, it
that's
can be
definitely
difficult.
That's definitely a reason why it'd be harder to get like people coming out to FGC weeklies rather than Smash, which is like, you know, fun party game. And especially because in Smash there's like different characters that like by design are meant to be easier. Like that's just a thing. And that's
Tuning.
which
well, like-
I think okay. To, as much shit as I give some of these characters, it's genuinely good game design to have easy characters.
Yeah,
that is a standard. Ganondorf, Little Mac, I guess like
Yumi.
Toon Link. Yeah, Sora by design easy.
Sora's not by design.
No,
easy, what?
I mean,
No, Sakurai said it himself. He was designed to be like a easy to play character. He's
I mean that
Yeah,
is
no.
true. You hit the same button 3 times.
Yeah.
He does like basically a guaranteed.
Out
He's
of
meant to
all
be a
the-
very simple character. All the tech you see, that's advanced stuff. But the core, Sora
He's
has
not wrong.
big hitboxes, very long-lasting hitboxes, so it's very like lenient.
Floaties are easier as well.
Yeah, the floaties are generally easier. There's some exceptions, but floaties are pretty easy generally. Like Jigglypuff, point and click, or like you get what I mean.
One
I'm
advice.
thinking like to an extent, like characters like Corrin can be considered pretty easy sometimes. But
Majority of Smash characters are easy.
and then so that it's just like having, and I guess one of the biggest examples is Kirby. That's like one of like the beginner characters that most people will suggest.
Yeah, imagine being
A competitive
Um,
player playing Kirby.
yeah,
Could
man.
never.
Like I think that's that is good game design to have easy characters, even if people complain about them.
That's
Like
very true.
or like maybe not people like obviously like the bad like no one's complaining about Ganondorf obviously like
Oh, I complained about Ganondorf.
did you I mean maybe not in
He
the same
does
way.
too much damage.
Okay, okay.
For too long have we been ruled under the iron boot of Ganondorf, dude.
But
for too long.
if there's no easy characters in a game, then how you get people into it, right?
Get good.
There has to be
Get
you
good.
know that like
I mean that is true. Like a lot of FGCs, like funny enough, Ryu in Street Fighter is the beginner friendly character.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
Ryu's as easy as he gets, but then like in recent games, it's like usually like in Street Fighter 6, I'm pretty sure Luke is the kind of like beginner friendly character.
Yeah.
Just because he does too much damage, too easy to play, all these different things. But like
even
yeah.
then, I would say playing Luke is like a lot higher like skill cap or skill floor than playing like Kirby or Ganon in Ultimate.
I mean that's true, but
Motion
there's
inputs.
there's other games where it's like every character is beginner friendly. Like for example, the one that I always bring up is Dragon Ball Fighters. Like Dragon Ball Fighters back in 2018 was magical, dude, because they had a mechanic, like it still does, where it's like an auto combo. Like
Yeah,
whatever your light attack is, so it's like either square. or
I love
like
that
or
combo.
A or like whatever your controller is. Basically, mash light attack, you do like a guaranteed combo on every single character, and it's like it's not a lot of damage, and like when you like, so like in Dragon Ball Fighters, you're able to like knock people to the ground to get like a heavy knockdown, light knockdown, all these different things. If you do the like auto combo version of like something, you don't get any knockdown with it, so you get no advantage afterwards for doing it. But it's just like an easy thing you can do on loop, pretty much. But if you like deviate from the combo just a little bit, so instead of like doing the full auto combo, if instead you time the last hit correctly, you do like a heavy attack or something like that, you still get the heavy knockdown off it. So like even if you deviate a little bit, you get rewarded for it. But there's still that like easiness of playing, and like that's just for all the different characters. Now granted, you have like other characters, kind of like Majin Buu, where it's like he has like some tech you could do there. Like what's another good example of like a technical character? I guess like Merge Zamasu is another example, but it's like the game itself is designed for it to be like easy, where it's like you can play at like a low level and still get like rewarded for it.
Okay.
And I think like a lot of FGTs could like actually adopt something similar to that. I think it'd be fine. Because you could just ignore the auto combos and do like more high damaging combos. Like that's a thing you could do. But it's like if you don't know what you're doing, you're just picking up the game. That's something you can do.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And I think that's very similar to how, like, maybe not similar, but like it's like having just an easy, not necessarily character can be an easy mechanic. That's like good game design to have to get people in the game. So yeah, that's definitely a fair comparison.
It's unfortunate because now if you look up Dragon Ball Fighters gameplay, it's all just touch of deaths.
Yeah.
Because that is a game that has gone through two like massive changes where basically every character gets buffed. So now everyone is a touch of death character with every other character.
Okay.
And this is
It
also
is-
why
it is
all the
annoying.
Smash clones fail. They all trying to be like Melee. None of them are trying to do the easy to get into
Yeah.
mechanics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Rivals fails and like what was the other one? Like Iconic Heroes.
Nasby.
Nasby,
I
think-
Nickelodeon All Star
There's
Battle.
one that's literally Melee too. I forgot what it's called.
Multiverses.
No.
Oh,
It has like Mar2, it has Fox 2.
I know exactly what
Oh,
you're talking about.
Hero.
it's,
Icons. Yeah.
Icons. Yeah, Icons Battle
That
Arena.
one sucked. It was literally just Melee 2.
Well,
Yeah.
see, the thing about it is that it was marketed to Melee people at a Melee event.
It was
And Melee-
intentionally
and and like melee players are notorious for never moving off their
Yeah.
game.
That
They
was
play melee or they do not play
that was just a
Smash.
horrible development idea. That was just not a
Like
good
if you
concept.
marketed that at like just a general event, I feel like you would have gotten way more traction from
I
it.
They would have been fine.
I think marketing
Still would have been died.
I
Like
think-
it still would have died.
I
but,
think
you know.
marketing towards ultimate players is definitely like the better way to go in terms of getting your game out there.
Yeah.
I think like the closest thing we have
Yeah.
in the modern days probably Rivals.
It's
I
not
want
even
to say.
close. No.
It's like it's
Yeah.
not close. But like
It has so many melee mechanics.
but I think it's doing something right where it's not like the hardest in terms of tech skill to like enter. Like I
No.
I remember I played like Rivals 2 for the first time. I picked up like Fleet and I just started playing and it didn't feel too bad.
Oh my god, he's gay. I mean, I also pick up.
I thought she was fun. But like I remember I wasn't doing that bad and it was my first time playing the game.
Yeah.
So like there's definitely I can tell there's something. I've never played like NASB 2. I've never tried that, so I don't
Good.
know the thing.
I
I played Multiverses like a couple times and it wasn't like great to me.
Who'd you play in Multiverse?
I played Shaggy.
You would be a Shaggy
I would
main.
play Shaggy.
Bro, I was
I-
They had like 3 characters to choose from.
I
was-
probably would have played Iron Giant, but I hadn't unlocked them.
That's the problem with that game. You literally can't choose 3 characters and then
Oh.
play for 3 months to play the next character.
exactly.
Yeah. That,
I enjoyed
Horrible design
Superman.
decision.
Superman was so funny to me. He was like just this Boy Scout, but he has like this breath attack, like, and so you can like push people off stage, then you can grab them, just toss them into the ground, like toss them off stage. They're dead at 10.
That was Super Giants, right?
No, that was Superman. Iron
Giant.
Giant.
Iron Giant did also have the same thing.
Iron Giant had a different infinite every single time he was like in the game because he would routinely be taken out because a new infinite would be found. Then he'd be brought back in, and there'd be a new infinite found soon after.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's just
it's,
accurate.
it's
with
because
ISIS.
he is 10 times bigger than every other character
That's
in
so
the
funny.
game. How do you balance a character
I gotta
like
say,
that?
out of any like fighting game, platform fighter, fighting game, whatever, out of anything I've ever seen, Iron Giant has to be the wackiest character design I've ever
love
seen.
it.
Maybe in any game, actually. Like,
That's
it's
fair.
the most out there character concept there is.
That's fair.
It's very funny.
Because
can-
he's
yeah.
It's a
so
violent thing
different
about
from
it.
everyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
So different. And
Yeah.
there's just no comparing it.
Like I'm trying to think of like other
They
characters.
should have
that
made
are
Ridley like that.
Like the only one that I could think of is like this is just like off the dome, but like I was playing Nasby with like a friend of mine a few days ago, and like it's all Nickelodeon characters, so it's all goofy. But like I swear, seeing Hugh Neutron go up against like Patrick Star, dude, it does something to you. It does
like the
something
Smash
to your
Bros.
brain,
concept.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's definitely like also another
love
reason
Fortnite
why
for that.
Smash is popular is like character recognition.
Yeah.
And I think like there was a lot of I remember there was like a decent amount of hype about NASB when it first came out, even like
Oh, there was.
yeah, so like
And then no voice.
I mean like
no
you get to
voice
see
acting.
Garfield beating up like I don't know, it was like like SpongeBob or something like that you can you know these characters, and I think like Smash has like nailed that where like it has like really good character recognition, especially with like the core 12 like that they hand I mean not all of them, Captain Falcon, Ness, you who are those, Mario, Luigi, that's all you need. Like Mario and Luigi, especially because it's even like the name Super Smash Brothers, when you think of that I think of Mario. I don't know about you guys.
I think of Smashing My
I think of
Brother.
Dante and Virgil, and neither of them are in Smash Bros.
I don't know.
Oh,
That
that's
was
it.
my. I always thought Super Smash Brothers was because of like Mario. I thought that was just.
I mean that's fair.
I thought it was like a spin-off Mario game kind of thing.
It kind of feels
Um,
like it when you start on it.
So, like but like having that character recognition helps, and I guess that's like why NASB caught on at first.
Yeah.
Maybe it fell off because everything else wasn't
Because
there.
Voice acting.
There
There was no voice acting, so the character was like,
really?
yeah, there was no voice acting. That's like the big announcement on NASB 2. We added voice acting. It was very funny.
Oh,
It was really funny.
I didn't know that. That's actually
They gave it like $5 and like a burrito, and they were like, make a game. And
yeah.
I was like,
No, sound
okay.
design is like really important for
Yeah,
that.
it
kind
was
of
very
thing.
funny.
Yeah.
NASB is such a funny story.
It's very.
I honestly I'm saying a lot of it about it, but I don't really know the story of NASB too well. So
Well, the developers kind of like got fucked over by like the companies, the licensing and stuff, and then like they were like, okay, the game sucks. Let's release another one and call it NASB 2, and everybody was like, Why are you releasing the same game like completed now and calling it Nasby 2? I
Pretty
mean,
much.
Similar issue with multiverse.
Similar to multiverse.
Yeah, there was like, because I know Multiverses, it like had like a, was it like a
Beta.
beta?
Open
Yeah.
beta.
Yeah, they
And
had
then-
an open beta.
And then it just
For like
like,
17 years.
and then it like did not fully release until like ways after, right?
Well, it's
Yeah.
that, but it's also the fact that just the decisions made of the made within the game made like 0 sense. Like, I'll be honest, like Multiverses, I don't want to flame people too much, but it is the most casually driven fighting game I've seen, and it worked to its detriment. Because there were
Interesting.
genuinely changes that were made to characters that were based off of like just regular people ideas, and they ended up being terrible decisions.
Yeah, I remember it felt like when playing that game, because you know, we know in like most platform fighters, generally floaty is like easier. That game is very floaty.
Yeah.
That game is extremely
It
floaty,
isn't
and I
Was
think
it always floaty?
I think
It's,
like
it's always been floating.
I think it like hurts to have like that archetype only, because then there's no like it's just floatiness and there's no like fast paced stuff. People get bored because generally people like the fast paced gameplay, at least at the very
It's not
least
like spectating.
in a
friendly.
spectating
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It was not
that's
very
and that's a
spectating
big thing. Spectating is important. Like even just like, and I'm not even talking just about competitive play. I'm talking, you look up on YouTube, you want to see some person play Multiverses, and then you see the like gameplay looks like it's covered in molasses, just like just slow gameplay. You're
Yeah,
not gonna
that's-
want to play that.
Yeah, that's after that was after,
After
the
the
original
beta
test,
thing.
and then it came back and everything was
The
so
comeback
much-
was horrible. They ruined the game
like
after
there's
beta.
an infamous clip that was like shared around Twitter where it came out where it was a match
Steven
between
Universe.
Superman and Gizmo from the Gremlins. Like the
Oh, yeah,
like the
the
Super
Gremlins.
Gizmo lives on in infamy, dude. Like you bring that up, and it's just like, oh yeah, because like you look at the gameplay, it is so
It looks so
bad.
bad.
It is so
It looked really
bad.
Yeah, I mean, people forget a lot. Like
Infinite were
spectating is
really
not
fun.
just a competitive thing.
Yeah.
That's
And
like
s-
content creation and
Yeah.
everything.
Like
right?
the other thing about Multiverse that just annoyed me while I was playing is like, for one, I wasn't a big fan of the concept of being 2v2 just on a baseline. Mostly because I was just
That
not
was a weird
I was
idea
just
as
not a
well.
big fan of that. But it's also like I don't use this term a whole bunch, but the visual clarity of the game was just bonkers. Like every character had their own gimmick that you had to keep track of. So it's like Velma, you had to be
Velma was
smart
very
for like
gimmicky.
skill cooldowns. Like
Oh
Tom-
yeah, the
like
cool
Tom,
down.
yeah, like Tom and Jerry had like 3 different meters and like things underneath them where it's like you have
Mhm.
15 snowballs. What's the snowball doing? Shaggy has like a sandwich he can toss to people to buff them. It's like, okay, Shaggy has a sandwich. Where's that going? Like Tom and Jerry have 50
That's the
snowballs. What
problem
does that
with
mean? There's
rivals.
there's
too.
like
Mm.
there's like a firecracker that's going off over there. What's that about? So it's like seeing a game with like 4 duck hunts on screen.
Yeah,
Each one of them pulling the camera in their own way with their own things going on. That's how it felt
It's
watching
true.
Multiverses for me.
I remember it was
It's
also, I
true.
found it very hard to like understand what each character did.
Yeah.
A lot of them being like not very like they're pretty easy, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're like not complicated. Like I remember I tried playing Tom and Jerry, and like you
Oh,
said,
they're hard.
like I didn't know what their moves did. I remember
Mhm.
I think there was a one move that like just threw some cheese on the ground. I still don't know to this day what that does.
It throws cheese on the ground.
It just throws cheese on the
And then-
ground.
and then-
It
and
doesn't
then-
have a
and then-
hit.
and then-
It
and
didn't have a hitbox.
And then Jerry goes gets it.
I
It's
didn't.
great.
I didn't know that. I still
it's-
like that's. I'm learning this
Oh.
for the first
It's a
time.
good move.
Like
I'll be honest, I forget what
and
it does also.
I don't remember if there was a way to like go somewhere and see if there was like see what the move does. Like I think what a lot of people don't give enough credit is the splash screens in between like loading times in Smash. People do not talk about those enough
Splash
because
screens.
like when you're loading
Tips.
into a game,
Yeah, where
the
it's like where it's like you're loading to a game. It's like
when-
like tips and it gives like a thing on like
like,
pause your side.
people
view or
forget
something.
when I started playing in Smash 4, those tips helped me a lot. Like
Interesting.
genuinely, those tips I would like see like, oh, this character can do this. Maybe I should try playing this character and use this thing that this tip told me to
Oh.
do. Like, and I would, and I was like,
Sakura is a game design genius.
no,
Yes.
I genuinely,
Not
I'm interested in this kind of thing. Sakurai is like one of my inspirations. This guy, like that guy, knows how to make a game. So yeah, I think it's like all those little things that like other games just don't have.
The attention to detail in this game is
Yeah.
like insane.
Like they're even small things that you don't even notice. Like you can call, like some people will call, like, you know, Multiverses or NASB like a bad game. They might not even like be able to tell you every reason why, you know, and it's because there's just so many small things that they just get wrong. And they like it's hard to point out even as a player, but you notice it, you pick up on that, and that's might be, you know, a reason why you don't like the game.
I do wonder if we'll ever see like a successful like Smash killer.
No,
because like I don't think we ever.
I don't think there will ever be a Smash killer. I think there's definitely
it's too
room.
big.
There's room for competition. I don't think there'll ever be something that overtakes it.
Too big.
I
We've
don't
had
think.
consistent platform for it. Fighters that aren't Smash.
Yeah.
They've never been bigger than Smash.
I don't think it'll ever be bigger than Smash, but like there could be competition one day. Just it would take like actually like someone who analyzes like how to make a good platform fighter, and really the best example and the only example really I think is Smash. And they have to like really analyze how that's designed.
Because the thing that gets me is that like Multiverses was made by people from NetherRealm Studios, which are the people behind Mortal Kombat. So it's people that have made a fighting game
Hell
before,
yes.
Yeah.
trying to make a platform fighter. So like they have fighting game experience in the industry for like over a decade. They try to dip their toes into a new genre of fighting games and they can't do it. So it's almost like you need someone within the actual platform fighter scene to go off and make their own game.
Yeah.
Like
And
that.
that's
Like
what
who?
Rivals.
And that's what Rivals was.
I mean, Brawlhalla exists.
That's true.
The money laundering scheme. It is. I still to this day I believe in that theory. It has to be.
What theory?
Oh, like Brawlhalla is a money laundering scheme.
Oh.
Like they're literally like they have like millions and billions and trillions of dollars prize pots, and I'm like, literally nobody plays this game. How are you like funding this? I'm like, oh, okay, money laundering. That makes sense.
That's
yeah.
It makes sense to me.
that is kind of annoying.
It is a little crazy how big their prize pools are for their player base.
Yeah, because like the game's not gonna grow.
I mean,
The game's not popular.
there's a chance that it's just like whales who just like happen to play the game that are able to fund that kind of stuff. Like, you know, if a rich person really likes Brawlhalla for some reason, you know, then it's their money. They can just feed in.
We're talking about Brawlhalla like it's a gotcha game, dude. Like
It
we
kind
got
of is,
whales, we got
actually.
whales, we got
It
whales,
kind of
we
is a
got
gotcha
dolphins,
game.
we got free to play players. How do we entice the free to plays?
Have you seen Brawlhalla's like launcher? It absolutely is.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do a 10 poll on my favorite champions to get one of them. Maybe get a skin or two. That'd be great.
It is like it's literally Fortnite. It's like there's like Tomb Raider and freaking Star Wars characters and like fucking shit like that just because people spend their money on that. Ariana Grande for Valhalla win. That'll be sick.
I remember there was a bunch of weird characters in that game. I remember. I think I saw it. I've watched like one video on that game ever. And
I've seen.
I got to a tournament of
I have
it.
not seen any gameplay of Brawlhalla to this day. I'm not convinced. It's
I will
real.
say the gameplay is actually pretty easy to pick up.
It's literally
Like
amazing.
I played it for a month with my friend, and getting to a point where you can play unranked and not get destroyed is fairly quick.
The game, actually playing it because TP hosted a tournament, it was a lot more fun than
It's
I
fun.
expected.
It's a good
Honestly. I
game.
thought it was not bad.
It
Pretty good.
incorporates items pretty well as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, items are
Weapon
very
types are
competitive league.
I'm
Maybe
looking
there's
at
just like
Brawlhalla.
maybe there's a big scene like low key like a big player
MSCA does a
competition.
lot with Brawlhalla. It's very
Oh.
popular with like the middle year students.
I
And then
see.
they grow up.
They graduate to Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Probably.
We don't- I mean, yeah.
Just also the
They
cost
don't,
of
there's
entry
nowhere
for
else to
Smash.
play after. There's no competitive.
Oh,
Well,
it's
there
this
is,
game.
but they don't have that big of a competitive scene.
Yeah, it's this game. I forget who it was, but I got like face rolled by someone playing Brawlhalla at Skull Space. I forget.
Pretty
who
much
it was.
Wasn't it Mr. Dorito? He was pretty good.
Oh, it
There
wasn't
was
Mr.
Mr.
Dorito.
Dorito
It was-
and the one black guy that came once just for that tournament.
Oh,
that
yeah,
never came
yeah, it
ever
was
back
that
ever
guy.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
It was either that guy or it might have
forgot.
been. I think it was one of Hotchkiss' friends.
Oh right, yeah.
I think it was. I don't know. I forget. But like seeing this game, I'm like, oh yeah, I've actually played this before.
I mean, he aim, he
You
was,
literally took it out of your mind. That's crazy.
I'll be honest. I was not a fan of the game. I was not a big fan of it.
I liked it. I think it was interesting.
It plays better than Multiverses and now.
It definitely plays.
I don't
Oh,
know.
man, yeah.
Nasby is fun. I enjoy
Nasby,
it.
it's fun.
Like see, here's the thing. It is if you don't take the game seriously at all, Nasby is a whole lot
that's
of
the
fun.
problem though. Like you're gonna lose. And
All
then
I'll
you're
say
gonna shit.
is I entered one Brawlhalla tournament, entered one Nasby 2 tournament.
And
The
then when
Brawlhalla
I
tournament
posted-
was a lot more fun.
Yeah,
Nasby
that's
2's
it.
performance was so bad. And then like I was like, what is this slime? Like what's happening? It
Mhm.
was so
I don't
weird.
know. My experience with Nasby is just very much like like my friend would share the game with me over Discord. We would play over Discord and that's just how we played. Like I was playing Garfield, I was hitting like almost infinites on him. He was playing Patrick, he was basically hitting infinites on me. It was just a jolly good time. I enjoyed it. But like
It's a
actually
funny game.
but like actually fighting in that game
I
for
can
money,
do
I
Kazuya,
think
and we can do
everybody
think-
does Kazuya, basically.
like if I had to compete in that game for money, I think I might actually go insane.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I
would-
agree.
genuinely, I would lose my mind if I had to.
There's like a weird meta on that game where like you use slime for like combo breakers and stuff. That's the
Yeah,
only
I
way
don't
to
know.
survive, and it's really weird.
Mhm.
Like it's really weird game.
Yeah.
It does have a scene though.
I mean,
Very small.
it makes you wish like there was like a tutorial. For example, if you ever pick up that game, it's like I don't know if there's a tutorial, but like I don't think there was.
I mean, there probably is, but like you're not forced to play it.
Yeah, like I think like one thing a lot of like these platform fighters that like have like these weird mechanics would be like a tutorial for them, because I think like Smash generally doesn't have like a universal like
It
But-
has
mechanics,
but-
but it,
things
but-
like World
but-
of
but-
Light,
but-
where it
but-
teaches
but-
you how
but-
to play
but-
the game.
no,
technically.
there is
And
teaching the game, and when you're in the menu for a while,
But-
and it goes
but-
to like the
yeah, exactly.
tutorial.
I was about to say, if you do not advance to the title screen at all, it actually goes through gameplay.
Yeah.
It's like Mario versus
Yeah.
Bowser.
Yeah,
Dude,
so like
dude,
that is definitely, and like that's like a teaching universal mechanics, but like that's almost like stuff. It's teaching stuff that like someone who like knows what a platform fighter is probably knows already.
Mhm.
It's just like it's nice to have. I think honestly, Smash is probably the least of the games that needs it, but it has it. I think like
Yeah, it's very intuitive.
if there's a game that has like slime canceling, what the hell is that? I think that's something that should be taught, right?
I actually didn't know that there was directional areas for the majority of Brawl
Really?
Oh wow.
or air dodging.
Really? Actually, you
I
know
know
what?
it was
I'll say
hard.
this. I went most of my time playing Smash 4 without knowing how to shield.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. Like that
like,
happens a lot.
But I mean, that being said, like still playing the game at that level when you know like nothing, it was still pretty fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still like a lot of
So,
fun.
I think
Yeah, you
know,
can still jab F smashes Marth and you get a tipper every single time.
It's
I-
Smash 4?
I wouldn't
Smash
have,
4,
I wouldn't
yeah.
have known that. I was like straight
That
hits
was
and all.
I was a Marth and Shulk player back
Yeah.
then. It
Charge
was
Smash
very
attacks in the
fun.
middle of the stage hoping something hits.
Yeah, all I knew was just how to get straight hits and spam like funny moves.
Who did you play in Smash for?
I think my first ever character I kind of played was Charizard. I would spam Flare Blitz. And then it ended up being, I think my cycle was, and remember, this is still when before I knew how to shield. I think it was Mario, then Corrin, and then Bayonetta.
Woo! Yay!
And I did, but to be fair, I knew nothing about the meta back then. I was dumb. Oh,
Battery
On the
died?
camera, the battery died on the camera.
battery down the camera. Oh,
But you've noticed that right away, right?
yeah,
Yeah, it died on
yeah.
the
He's just the thing. Do you need a charger? I mean,
Aha, power bank.
yeah, I do too.
Well, it's like it's been plugged in, so I don't know
Oh.
why it died.
Well, the
Serious.
camera uses sometimes more battery than
like
the
low
camera charges
key,
itself.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
it's 9 o'clock. I don't know how long you want to do this for. So, I mean, this could even be a good time to just call it.
Yeah.
But are you guys good at that?
Can I do the ending?
Sure.
What's the ending? Yeah.
What's
The ending is going to be Thank you for watching to the men, the women, and everything in between. This is the man's podcast.
This isn't my podcast.
This is the man's podcast.
It's not my podcast. I'm
Thank you, bald people. Sorry, I
Yeah.
wanted to incorporate the bald people bit. I
Yeah,
didn't want.
Okay.
That's fair.
Who's balding our scene?
Who's actually
I mean, the-
bald? Let me think.
Yeah, the mic's
And who
gone.
should
Yeah.
be
So
bald?
we'll call it there, I guess.
Do we
Yeah.
have a bald
Alrighty,
person?
alrighty, guys. Take care. Thank you for coming by for the first
Yeah.
ever one.
Appreciate.
This won't be like a weekly or bi-weekly thing. This will just be whenever we have time. We will meet up and we will do this. So
And the
be
there may be
prepared.
other people on this
Yeah.
podcast
You'll
too.
see a couple like familiar faces. That's
It's
for
not
sure.
gonna be a bi-weekly. It's gonna be a gay weekly.
Thank you, Danny.
Because
Yeah. All right. Cut it.
get it. No,
Yeah.